guys, I'm live now. Give me one moment. Okay, I went live to tell everyone that all right, guys. Hello, welcome. I'm sorry that we're having some technical difficulties right now. Mercury is retrograde, so that's the only thing I could think of. But John's not able to get on yet. He will, and I might. Hopefully, he can get on after he reboots. But if not, then I'm going to have to just set up a whole new live stream, and so I'll let you know. That's why I came live, so you can see me and hear me, and you know that we're here working on this. And so please be so kind as to be patient with us. Okay, he's calling. Okay, okay. No worries. All is well. All right, so John's going to reset his password and all that good stuff. And whew. All right. So anybody tell me who's here? Welcome, Velda. Hi, Velda. She goes, hi, we trust you. Thank you. It's wonderful to see you. And I don't see your name here yet, but it says, hi, standing by. These things happen. Yes, thank you. It's weird because John and I have used StreamYard many, many times together, and for some reason it's not letting him log in yet. Hi, Mike. Hello. Kim McElwain. Hello. Julie. Hi. Oh my gosh. Libby Gamble. Hi, Libby. Welcome. So I apologize for the inconvenience. I can't do anything about it right now. He's trying to get on. And, again, if he's unable to get on, I'm going to just end this broadcast and start a brand new one and do it that way. So it's okay. How are you guys doing tonight? Where's everybody? Where are you guys in the world? Oh my gosh. I have some cool things. Okay, so while we're waiting for John, I just want to show you something that I find amazing. All right, so some of you guys, hi, Bonnie, hello. So a few years ago, Sherry, Newfoundland, wow, cool. I love this. Thank you for tuning in from Newfoundland. Am I pronouncing it correctly, by the way? Bri, hi, Bri. I don't know why I suddenly became a soprano. Hi. Hello, Brian. Hi there. But yeah, so super cool. Oh, my hair looks. Thank you so much, Vicky. Believe it or not, I discovered something that I've been missing my whole life, and it's been right there. A diffuser, a really good diffuser, which I literally bought at the thrift shop in a box for 50 cents. I'm not even kidding, but it's a really great one. And it really makes the curls bounce and stuff. So I'm excited. Can't share. Okay. There's definitely something going on. Thank you, Kimmy, for letting me know. There's definitely something going on here, but let me just see if John can log in. And if not, I'll just do Kimmy, can you share it from the high vibrational events page? Cause actually before we even share, let's make sure that John can get on. Otherwise, we're going to have to share a whole different event. So I'm so glad that so many of you are here. It's going to be an amazing. Hello. Yeah, it's being funky tonight because it's not even showing me your name. It'll be okay. All right. So while we're waiting to see if John can get on. All right. I want to show you something. All right. So many of you know that years ago, Spirit said to me that I am an AI advocate. Now, this was like in 2018 or something, and I didn't know what it meant, and I don't think anybody else knew what it meant either, but they told it to me loud and clear, and I've heard about it. Wonder why Libby, I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Meagan. Hi, Wanda from Alberta, Canada. Hello. Oh, okay. Hello, Libby. And hello if you're also Libby, and if you're not, hello. Oh my God, I'm so excited you're all here. So anyway, while we're waiting for John, and again, if you're just tuning in, we're having some technical difficulties. That's Trixie, you know Trixie. You guys know Trixie Boo. Hello, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. She's like, all right, that's enough of that. Thank you, Trixie. She was very patient about that. Yeah, she's not always so patient, but she was just really cool about that just now, wasn't she? Thank you. She was just saying, So now she just took the spot of my keyboard. Isn't that a nice, cool keyboard? It's so thin. Like, anyway, it's really effective. But Trixie just lay down right there. And so, yeah. Anyway, so today, what we're going to be doing, John will be joining me. John Thaddeus Fiore. And we're going to be doing double psychic readings, right? Double psychic readings and tapping. So John is an expert at EFT, emotional freedom technique, tapping. And so, well, after we read for you, John we're going to find out, Spirit's going to let you know whatever it is that needs to be released or that we, to move through into the new year. So you're free and clear. And so while John is working with you on tapping it out, I will be sitting here and doing trance energy healing and clearing for you. So it's a double whammy here, and it's going to be amazing. Just a little bit of as soon as we get past the tech, but it'll be fine. I love technology. So speaking of technology, I want to show you something really, really cool, but I have to move my cat. And it really doesn't have anything to do with the event specifically, but it's going to change the whole world. And I'm not even kidding about this. So hold on a minute. I'm going to share the screen. So a lot of you may know about ChatGPT, but if you don't, hang on one second. Let me just start a new thread. All right, that's better. Okay, have you heard of has anyone here heard of ChatGPT? It's artificial intelligence, AI, and it's cutting edge. It's the most amazing thing that I've ever seen. It's more amazing than Alexa and Google search put together. You can have a whole conversation about it. So I'm very excited. Livy, thank you. Looking forward to some energy healing. All right. Eden, hi. Happy New Year's to you too, my friend. You can't share either. All right. So, Aiden's also been playing around with ChatGPT. Oh my God. I've been using it all the time. And Aiden, did you play with, I don't want to go into it right now because I'm going to do some videos on this, but let me show you. Okay. So nobody can share it. Let me just let John know, because I'm probably going to have to start the whole thing over again. John, I'm typing to him. I'm just letting him know that it's okay. That said nobody can share either. So it's probably the stream. It's probably, hello, Vivian. Hello. It's probably the stream. I use it to help me with my songwriting. I've also used it to create a meditation. Yes, I've used it. Let me show everybody what it is. Okay, so while we're waiting for John, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you what Aiden and I are talking about. This is it. It's called ChatGPT. Okay, so let me ask. Actually, I forgot what. Let me hang on. I'll ask questions. Hello. Can I get in there? This is AI, guys. Oh my God, John is here. I hear him. He's here. Hey. Oh my God, John. Hi.
Is it Mercury Gatorade?
Gatorade. Yeah, Mercury's Gatorade today, John.
I think we're in Gatorade because that was like I was being laughed at.
Oh my gosh. It's not just you. Everybody's trying to share and they can't share.
They can't share?
They cannot share. Let me just, please. Okay, hang on. Let me just say, hello. Okay, I am live streaming. Please say, hang on. I'm live streaming with John Thaddeus Fiore. Don't worry. We have a wonderful group of soul family watching us. Will you please say hello and welcome them? And ChatGPT says hello and welcome to everyone who is watching the live stream with John Thaddeus Fiore. Well, okay, you forgot about me, but I didn't mention that. Okay. Well, I hope you're having a great time and enjoying the conversation. Is there anything else I can do for you? Okay, guys, this is just if you can share to the rainbow journey, I can share it out. All right, I'll do that for you. So I'm not going to talk more about this right now because we have a show to do, but I really want you to know that ChatGPT is absolutely changing the world. It's just the beginning. And what my thing is, spiritual AI, how to combine spirituality and artificial intelligence. And so it's going to be amazing. I've got a lot of stuff that I'll be putting out. So watch it from my YouTube channel. It's going to be amazing. But now I'm going to stay right here. John is here. Everybody join me. Welcoming John.
Hello, everybody. I'm trying to get organized here. I thought I was logged in before, and I had to log out of Safari and the whole bit.
Okay.
So it's okay. We're used to that with Gatorade. All right. I want to find you on the live.
All right. I'm going to find us too. And I'm going to share it right here from that. You know what it is, Kimmy and everybody? I shared it. I didn't. Okay, hang on. You'll see.
I just shared it to my page.
And I'm going to share it to Kimmy's group and my group. I think it's all.
Let me share it to a couple of places. Hey, Fritz. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Trying to get set up here.
Yeah, that's what we're doing, guys.
Hi, Julie. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Wanda. Let's see. Bonnie. How are you, Bonnie?
All right, Sherry. Kimmy, coming at you. Rainbow Journey. Here we go. Yeah, you know what it is? It's I share.
And Kim McElwain. Hi, Kim.
Mike is here.
Hi,
Wanda, hi. Sherry.
See, how you doing?
I'm good.
That a girl. That's what I want to hear.
Aiden is here. You remember Aiden? Of course.
Oh, yeah. I know that young rock star. How's you doing? How you doing, Aiden?
How you doing, Aiden? How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? Okay, what's my hair doing? It's doing whatever it wants to do.
Wanda is
doing it in a really fluffy way, which is kind of cool.
Alberta, Canada.
Yeah, right? Kimmy, did you get it? I'm sharing it to my feed. I'm sharing it to my story.
Oh, ready to have some fun.
Me too. You know, John, when I was creating our promo for tonight, I realized I looked at the last promo that I had created for us, and it was a long time ago. It was like 6 months ago or something. It's been a while.
That we were live together?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was a bit. So I'm really, really happy. Aiden says, good. It's so nice to see you. Currently on winter break from college, just preparing for the next semester.
Okay, now I'm not seeing Aiden, so he's not on Facebook.
No, he's on YouTube. I'm putting his. Yeah, of course.
I'm not picking up the YouTube crowd here. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, we got Vivienne on YouTube from YouTube, and Aiden on YouTube, and who else is here from YouTube? So I can. Let me actually open up YouTube. So, and once we get all situated.
Okay, well, C's got to give me a lesson in YouTube, and I'm really behind the times with a lot of this stuff. Guys, I don't have a TikTok or anything.
I'm on TikTok too. I'm still kind of new to it's a whole TikTok's a whole different thing. I'm getting used to it.
See, but you know what? The world is going TikTok, and that's the way I enjoy some of the reels that I watch that are shared to Facebook and Instagram, and you know what? I can sit there for hours and get entertained with a lot of that stuff.
I know it's and vertical. They call it vertical video, and vertical video is a huge thing now. I mean, it started with TikTok blowing up, and now
vertical video.
It's vertical video, like the cell phone. It's not this way; it's this way.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I'll share it out. Thank you so much, Kimmy Siegel. Libby, I can see your name now. Yay! But I'm on Facebook. Maybe I should switch. I'm squinting. Oh, switch to YouTube. So my name shows up. It's quirky tonight. I agree. You can totally switch to YouTube if you'd like, but I can see you now.
Well, Libby, I can see you because I'm on Facebook, but she's monitoring YouTube.
I'm monitoring our dashboard. John, can you see what I pull up on the screen for us? Like right now, I've got Libby's comment right on the
I
screen.
see that. Yes.
Okay. All right. So then and right now I'm pulling up Aiden on the screen. He's on YouTube, but you should be able to see him as well.
I see those comments.
Okay. Well, there you go.
That come across. Okay. There you go, Aiden. All right, Aiden, I got you.
All right. Are we ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, see. I chatted with Rachel. Rachel already donated, but she says she was not feeling well.
Yeah, okay.
And can we do her on a separate day? I said, sure, Rachel. That's no problem.
Of course we can. Of course. Okay, no problem. Oh, I'm sorry. She told me the other day that she was recovering from something, and I'm so sorry to hear that. I'll definitely send her some healing.
Yeah, just get better, kid.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're here, Rachel, watching, we love you. We'll see you on another day. And okay, so let me pop the pay. While you're telling everybody what we're doing tonight, John, I'm going to go ahead and pop the PayPal link in the comments. Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to leave this very open-ended because I understand if nobody wants to come on the live with us and do this. This is a first for CNI. What we're adding to our reading is a little energy healing. I'm going to show you how to use a little EFT, and C is going to use trance healing. Correct, C?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So,
Velda, I got you. You're first, my friend.
If you want to come on the live and tap with me a little bit, we're talking about we'll keep it very global. We won't go into any real personal stuff, but it'll show you how to start an EFT sequence on how to clear with EFT if you want to. If you just want a reading, guys, we'll just give you a reading, okay? And then as far as EFT questions are concerned, I'm always available on Facebook Messenger chat if you want to ask me a question about how to tap on something. I mean, that's something I can do for you anytime if you donate and buy a reading from us tonight. But if you don't want to come on and tap, that's fine. If you'd like to, I'd like to show you a little bit of EFT, but I don't think C needs. See, do you need them to come on the live to give them trance healing? No. So,
no, but you're welcome to. I know you prefer it so they can tap with you, but we can just flow with it. Velda is already donated for hers, so you are first. Velda, thank you so much.
I'm sorry. Who was the first?
Velda.
Yes. Okay. Would Velda like to come on with us?
There's Velda. Velda, now would you like to join us on the live stream, Velda? You don't have to, but it's an option for you. So just let us know if you'd like to. You know what I'll do? I'm going to drop the link in the comments. Now the link I'm dropping is to be on screen, and if you donate, that's what it's for. So if you donate and you want to be on screen with us, so John can tap with you. Sure. All right. Excellent. Well, then click on that link, please, and join us. Yay, this will be fun. And now we can show you exactly what we're talking about. That's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, originally it was our thought that this was going to be a private Zoom class, but Spirit had other ideas. Yeah, and I'm glad because, you know.
You know what? See, that was a great idea. Let's bring this public. I have my share of private Zoom classes, but for you and I, for this one, it just seemed to be perfect. I said, let's do it live. Let's see and this way, who's ever on the live can learn from this.
Right.
There's always something you could pick up from this guy. So be open to receiving how EFT works. And look, and included in your reading, if you donate, C is offering trance healing. And let me tell you, I've received that myself from C and some of her friends that do it. And it's gotten me through a couple of tough times. I'm telling you the truth. So
thank you.
See, you got to tell me more about how it works, the power of intention or whatever you're using.
That's a really great question about how it works. And I don't think I'm the best person to explain it. My next guest coming up on my conversations with C is Debbie Charlton. I'm one of her students. Velda's in my class as well, in advanced trance mediumship. And so Debbie will be the best one to really explain it. I just know that what I can do, tell you very simply, is that I blend with my spirit guides. We blend our energies together. And yes, it is definitely about, and I guess I'm doing an okay job explaining it. So I definitely am blending our energy with my guides and together with the intention of healing or clearing energy or whatever it is focused on that person. It could also be a group of people or the planet or the water or whatever, but tonight it's going to be the person that we're working with. And so after you and I do the reading and we see what needs clearing, right? While you're tapping with them, I'm just going to close my eyes and blend with my guides and do our thing.
Wow.
So that's how that's going to work.
Okay. And we're doing this for what, $30, right? See?
Yeah, $30. So how do you donate?
Quiet.
You donate right here on, hang on, that's not the right link. On PayPal? That's such a good question. I meant to, I'll do it now. I'll pin the link now.
See, thanks for running the board because you're a pro with this.
I love doing this, John. I do. I love producing events and running, and this thrills me to no end. I'm really good at multitasking, and this is just my jam. You know what I mean? So,
good. Yeah, I'm just going to be a co-pilot.
Absolutely. You relax and do your thing, and I'll just run the show. All right, guys. So I've posted I posted the PayPal link for you in the comments, and I'm going to pin it though also on Facebook. So hang on.
Okay, I want to tune into Velda here.
Mm-hmm. Now, Velda, are you coming on the screen? Because she said she's going to come live with us, by the way. I don't want her to miss anything. $30. And we will see. I was going to say you'll be next, but there might be somebody else next. So donate $30 to be on our list for tonight. All right. There's PayPal. I also have Venmo. So I'll just make it in case you want to do Venmo. Let me know if you do Venmo because I have to open it up. But it's not a problem. It's really not a problem at all. I've got PayPal or Venmo. Oops. Spelled it correctly.
C will be posting some links, Libby.
Yes. So I'm doing that right now. Okay, I don't know. Is it going to let me pin it? Can I pin it? All right. Interestingly, I can pin it. Yes. All right. I pinned the link. I have pinned the link. I have officially pinned the link. All right. I'm also going to. I probably should have put it in the description, but it's okay. Actually, maybe it is in the description. Or maybe it's not. Anyway, I pinned the link, and here's the whole thing again. And I'll pop it in the chat on YouTube as well. And if anyone needs it, just let us know. Or there's usually someone awesome in the chat that's happy to help to share it as well. So, fluff. I'm excited. Okay, so I'm here, but okay, so you're there. All right, did you want to come on the camera with us? Well, we don't need you on the camera to do the readings, but you can.
You can come on if you want to tap.
Yeah, so why don't we do this? We'll read for you now. And I'm going to post the StreamYard link in the comments for you, Velda, right now. And it's the most, you'll see it says HTTPS ://StreamYard. Okay, so she wants to come live with us. So click on that link above you. And so we won't start until she comes and joins us. This is something new, guys. This is something new. Yeah. Because I mean, energy is connects. Everything is energy, and we're all actually connected. But I understand, and you'll see when John does the tapping why he prefers for you to be on camera, so he can work with you directly. You know, doing the energy work for me, it doesn't make a difference. Although I'm happy to see your beautiful faces right in front of me. That's great too. You know, but this is fun. This is fun. So let me know, Velda, if you have a Chrome browser, that's the best one. They don't, not every browser works with StreamYard, so please use Chrome if that's available. Let me see what browsers work. Okay, looks like looking. Oh, she's here. Velda, you did it. Hello.
Hey, Velda.
Well, I will say, I have to tell both of you, I believe the guides were doing a trick.
Okay.
Because
really, why you say?
Because I was just paying to come in. I was getting a reading, and I love EFT.
Oh, yeah? Are you familiar with it? Yeah?
I'm so glad you're here. So
Yes.
you're going to get a double reading. You're going to get a double reading. John and I are each going to read for you. And then while John does the EFT tapping with you, I'll be sending you Trance Energy Healing, which I know you know very well because you're my classmate. You're an amazing trance medium yourself. And you're a little bit of feedback. If everybody can lower their volume a little bit, please, that would be really helpful. Everything as low as I can make it right now. So if you don't hear any feedback, it might be you. That's how the feedback thing works. Can you lower your volume a bit, Velda? Can you lower the volume? Thank you.
Maybe somebody's got a phone, a second device.
I don't know what I don't understand the concept there. Okay, that's better. Now we don't have feedback. Can you, okay, let me move my, you know what, John, can you move the mic closer to your mouth? Because I'm going to move mine closer to mine as well. Can you hear me now? You know what, John, can you move
How's that, better? I'm getting a feedback from, I'm hearing you. How's that better? I'm getting a feedback from, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, I hear the feedback too. Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to mute Velda. So please excuse me while I mute you. That did it. Can I hear you? Can you hear me, John?
I can hear you. Yeah. Velda, did you have a second device opened up like a phone? Are you watching this on your computer or your phone?
She can't hear us. All right, Velda, you can make your volume louder as long as I have you muted here. I have you muted so you can raise your volume so you can hear us. And then when John does the tapping, I won't be talking and I'll mute myself, and that should probably fix it all. So, okay. But can you hear us? Okay. All right, good. That's what we're going to do, John. That's the plan. All right. So Velda's muted until you get into the tapping, and then I'll mute myself.
Okay.
Let me just align myself. Is that I know you're saying feedback. Thank you. Is it better, guys?
I don't hear any now, see.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to get aligned and settle down. Okay. All right, Velda. I've never read for you before. I'm looking forward to this. All right. So the intention is for whatever comes through is for your greatest and highest good. And I ask that spirit brings through everything you need to know right now in this now moment. And if there's something that needs to be cleared, then I ask that they make us aware of that so we can help you to clear that and to heal whatever that is. All right. So interesting. The first card that I pulled for you is Volcano, Volatility. Okay. Let me see. What's next? And I use several decks. I don't know if you've seen me read before. I use whatever spirit draws my hands to. That's where we go. Stone People, Vigilance. This is the Earth Magic deck. Okay, I've got Winter Solstice, Reflections. Oh, I'm drawn to this one now. I hope all those yeses mean it's better. Oh, thank you. Thank you for, thank you, Mike. I hear yes, yes, yes. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's better. Okay. All righty. This is the Work Your Light Oracle cards. Oh, I love this card for you, Velda. Look at this. Council of Light. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Is that so totally you in trance, right? I love that. Let me just show you the card a little bit closer because it's so pretty. You can see all the ascended masters and okay. Spirit says one more card. Which one? Which this one? One in my hand. Okay. And the last card that I have for you is Get Grounded. Empaths. Sorry about the reflection. Let me see if I can lower that a little bit. Highly sensitives connect with nature. Alrighty. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Let me just move all this over here. I feel like you're very, very detail oriented, sometimes even maybe nitpicky. You're very, very focused and you want things to be right. And whatever you consider right, you want it to be done that way. And you have a good eye. They're saying a good eye and a keen ear. And you know what they're saying, you know what you want. You know what you want. And sometimes you get frustrated. Sometimes you get frustrated because you know exactly what you want and how it can best be done the way you want it. And not everybody always does what you wanted them to do. It doesn't always happen the way you'd like it to manifest. And so it frustrates you. So that's what I feel. I feel like there's some internal struggle sometimes between you knowing what you want and knowing exactly how to get there and other people not necessarily doing it your way or aligning exactly with the way you want it. I see the smile. She's like, yeah. Okay. All right. Now they're saying reflections. This to me is saying that this has to do with your past. Let me see. They saying you've been like this since childhood. You've always known exactly what you wanted. You've always been very, very clear. They're saying very meticulous in what you want. And very focused. They're showing me like a straight path. So I feel like flexibility for you. They're saying you can be a bit inflexible sometimes because you are very laser focused on what you want and you want to get it the way you want to get it because you know what you know. But sometimes you need to flow. Just like with the energy, how it flows. You need to be more flexible, more malleable. They're saying more flexible and allow things to unfold and manifest the way they're going to, because we can't control everything or everyone, as much as that sometimes we would like to have things done our way. So this is what they're saying. First of all, to get grounded, to spend, and I know you do a lot of beautiful trance and everything. But they're also saying like, even in just like your everyday life, like you're in the kitchen, grab some, I don't know if you use pink salt or I like pink salt, but any kind of salt, really. You can just throw it into your hand and just rinse your hand with the salt under the tap water. I mean, just for a quick grounding in the middle of the day at any time. Of course, salt baths, and that Epsom salt foot soaks, things like that. Those are awesome for grounding, going out in nature, hugging a tree, plant. Do you have flowers? I feel like you have flowers. Do you grow flowers? Do you have a garden? I feel like you have a garden and I see flowers. I see you gardening. I see flowers and I see you. That's very grounding for you and you love doing it and they grow beautifully. And that's you have a gift for that too. They're saying green thumb. Green thumb. And that's very, very good for you. They're showing me worms. So I got earthworms in the garden. You know, I got a quick short story. A quick short story. So I have a little avocado tree that's growing from a little pit. I can't even believe it. I did it. Amazing that I did that. But my friend Diane helped me to do it because she's really good with these things. And she brought over earth and 2 banana peels and 3 worms to help me repot him. So I know those of you who garden will understand this. I was clueless. I'm like, really? We have worms now. She's like, yeah, they're going to eat the banana peel and they're going to help to nourish and my little avocado tree is like now like a bigger avocado tree. There's a reason for everything that comes through while I'm sharing this. So I know there's a reason why I just shared this story. Or you probably know what the reason is. And the last card that I have for you right now, Velda, is this one. It is Council of Light. Council of Light. And that's really, I want to just quiet my mind for a bit because this is really interesting. They're showing me a lot of the beings that are working with you in trance or ready to work with you in trance. They're here. I feel I have Tesla. Have you ever blended with Tesla that you know of? Because he wants to work with you. I feel Tesla, the energy of these beings, the energy of Jesus. I feel Mother Mary, the archangels. You have a beautiful spirit team. And these, hang on. They said Gandhi as well. Mahatma Gandhi. They're saying very peace-loving, very, very grounded, allowing yourself to connect with these beings who do want to work with you. And the more you are grounded and heart-centered and letting go of, of the rigidity and being more free-flowing is going to allow you to work more cohesively, they're saying, with the ascended masters and all these beautiful beings and all these discarnate souls that are here and really want to work through you because you really are a gifted. I don't think I'm telling you anything you don't know here when I say you're a really gifted trance medium. I mean, you really have a calling for this. And so this is just something that will help you. This will definitely help you. So I know this is what I'm getting. Is that I'm going to wind up sending you healing to be more free-flowing and more allowing. And so I hope that resonates with you, my dear. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. And now I give it to John. And then when he's done, that's when he'll do the tapping with you and I'll go into trance.
Yeah, I mean, oh my God, there's so much I could ask her and start to begin tapping. But Velda, let me tell you what came across in your cards here in your reading. Instead of trying to mold yourself into people's expectations, break the mold. Okay. Velda, there is something going on that you would like to okay, they're giving it to me like break out of an old mold. You don't listen. You're learning mediumship. You're learning how spirit work is done. However, they're asking you to start including some of your own style into your work. You don't have to do. I mean, if you're hanging out with people like C and who else? See, who else do you? Oh, and Debbie.
Debbie Charlton.
Okay. Learn from them. Okay, but create your own style is what I'm getting. Create your own style. Now, that is reflected in this card right here. Okay, now the blue heart represents that you're to do some spirit work. Okay, you're to do what we're doing here, helping other people. Okay, there is these little divots in the heart that you're seeing is what C was talking about, being open to learning and accepting all different ways. Okay, perhaps you might want to let go of some rigidity that you think it should be done this way. And it's okay to have your own preferences, is what they're saying. However, be open to everybody's way of doing things and having a respect for that. I'm not saying you don't have a respect for that, but okay, that was funny. They're telling me, hey, look, we're kind of like from the same generation. We were drilled a certain way of what we think should be right and wrong. But my friends in the spirit community have taught me to be open to all things, to new things, to accept that everything has its purpose, even if it's dark. Okay, and that's what. Wow, that came through strong. That's what I've learned from my spirit friends, and this is what they're offering to you. Okay, now there are a few cards that are definitely directed toward you clearing negativity. Okay, that's done in a few ways. Okay, a couple of your cards said that. Okay, Sweat Lodge. This one is a native spirit card. And this one, Velda, is talking about you can clear negativity in your home as far as old clothing and things you don't need anymore, things you don't wear anymore, and that will start to clear some of the energy around you. What I'm getting a sense of in every one of your cards is that you're being asked or you're being guided and no, not guided, supported in doing your spirit work. Okay? And spirit wants to help you to clear some stuff so that you can be an open vessel to listening to spirit and to helping other people. So as far as clearing negativity would be something C said that stood out. How are you? Okay, when she was talking about childhood, how are some of your beliefs serving you from childhood? And what have you? Okay, what is it that you've wanted from childhood? So, Velda, after hearing this little bit from me, okay, here's another card. Begin to explore more of things that turn you on as far as doing this work or anything in life. Okay, I'm kind of feeling you're holding yourself in old ways that are not serving you, and you're about to learn that the way they're giving it to me is the world is your oyster, is the way they're saying it. Okay, so Velda, if you want to turn on your sound, I want to know what's coming up for you from from what C or I or both of us, what is coming up? What questions in your mind come up? This way I could show you a little bit of EFT. And come up. This way I could show you a little bit of EFT.
Well, well, you.
This way I could show you a little bit of EFT. I wonder what that is.
Somebody has to lower their when I mute my mic, it's not me. So you guys, somebody has to lower their volume because the microphone is picking up what the speakers is putting out. That's what's happening.
Okay, can you hear me?
We can hear you, but there's so much background noise.
If I turn it down, I don't think you can hear me. I'm really low.
I can hear you.
I don't think you can hear me. I'm really.
You might have to one talks and one mutes. You know, if that's the only way but I'm gonna be all muted. So you might have to one talks and one mutes. You know, if that's the only way but I'm gonna be all muted. So you might have to one talks and one mutes.
I appreciate.
See, are you able to mute everyone else except Velda?
I appreciate.
See, are you able to mute everyone else except Velda?
There. Okay, thank you. I do appreciate what you both have tried and both said. Thank you. I do appreciate what you both have tried and both said. Thank you. I do appreciate what you both have tried.
I know. I don't know how. Maybe can you turn your volume down? Okay, are you okay? I've muted. Okay, let me try muting John.
My volume is way down. And John, thank you. I know what the rigidity, both of you. And it is trying to break away from all habits of thinking you have to be perfect or believe. There are several people here in the group that knows for sure that that's what I'm like. And I've had to deal with recently some pretty difficult things. And so it's, you know, I'm dealing with what I want, and I don't want age to be a factor of stopping me. And that seems to be a problem. I let that happen.
Velda, that would be a good place to start. Do you feel like because you're getting old, you've lost a lot of time? There is a limiting belief that they're helping me to help you to understand.
I don't think he meant it that way. He's a guy, you know. I think he meant older, but anyway.
No, there's a limiting belief in. No, do you feel like? What is the belief around what you just said about getting older or your age or you?
I think when you start in this at an older age, like I did, and they go, "Oh my God, it takes you 6-10 years," and I'm going, "No, I want something now."
I believe that it has to take a long time to do something. What is that belief, Velda? It has to take a long time to do something. What is that belief, Velda? It has to take a long time to do something. What is that belief, Velda? I want this now. Everybody's telling you something, and what are you choosing to believe? Everybody's telling you that it takes a long time to what? Everybody's telling you that it takes a long time to what?
To be a medium or to work with trance.
takes a long time. All right, what I'm getting is it takes time to maybe sharpen your skills, but you can do this now. But what you can use EFT on, I invite you to tap on your karate chop and just say, even let's accept the truth. The truth, even though the truth is I don't want to believe what people are telling me, or have I accepted this belief, or I'm afraid that what they're telling me is true. What is the belief that came out of people telling you this? What have I adopted as my belief? Velda, if I hope I'm not confusing you.
You know, this probably is things you bring from childhood, maybe, you know. Well, let's see.
And help you come up with this belief that is probably holding you back a little bit, Velda. It's not serving you very well. It's not your fault. It's something you chose to believe because you've accepted that as the truth, maybe since childhood. And as I'm saying that, what's coming up for you? If it's coming up at all. I don't want to force you into saying anything or going somewhere you don't want to go. Whatever this belief is, that do I believe it takes me a long time to be a medium? Do I believe that? Do I believe it takes me a long time to be a medium? Do I believe that? Do I believe it takes me a long time to be a medium? Belief or fear of something that the angels are asking me to help you with EFT. And I'll show you how easy it is to clear it just by accepting that you've always felt it. But it's something that's taking away your power, if you would.
I want to interject for a moment, guys. I hope you don't mind. Hey, wait, hold on, John. I'm sorry. I keep muting and unmuting everybody, and I'm trying to keep it so that there's no feedback. So I just want to share, and I'm sorry for interrupting, but I have to share because I really relate to what you're saying. I mean, I'm 57 years old. I'm going to be 58 in March. And I keep seeing my mother in the mirror instead of myself. I'm going through a lot of feelings myself about being older. And I'm wondering, like, well, I want to get my YouTube channel going and things, but I'm this age. And I realize it's a limiting belief. I get it. I understand it's a limiting belief. But I also know in my soul that the energy now is moving much faster. And a lot of the old school mediums, that's what they were taught, that it took years, like 15 years or whatever. And maybe it did back in the day, but it doesn't, I don't believe that it's that way now. I don't believe that. And so I just had to interject and share that because I know what I know. And so I know it's a belief. And if we believe that we're stuck in a certain place and we can't do what we want to do because of our age, our chronological age, because energetically we're infinite, but if we create that reality, so that's my personal feeling about where that energy gets stuck. It's like we believe it because people have told us that, but that isn't the case now. Anyway, I hope that you don't mind. I'm just going to shut up now and give back to John.
No, that's okay. See, I knew you were getting something, and no, thank you for saying that, because I think it might help Velda to understand what I'm digging for here. What, Velda, if anything, what disturbs you about starting this work at your age, if anything is there about that, or anything is there about like C was saying, look, C mentioned that she's 57. Hey, I'm freaking almost 70. And I only started this stuff a couple of years ago. But I learned so much from my friends. The more you do this work and you take care of yourself, Velda, you start reversing this aging process, and your life will become so rich. I'm not saying you're not there now, but everything I'm getting from your guides is to start clearing a lot of limiting beliefs from childhood. Okay? If you can't think of one now, based upon what we gave you in the reading, that's okay. If anything comes to you, I'd love to show you how we tap on that. Let me ask you something. Is anything coming to you right now?
I wrote in the chat that number one, I didn't know that I was buying the come in for a reading. I think I was tricked by my guides. But I do believe that I have had some blockage lately, and my God, I've worked with clients with EFT and I forgot about myself. So John and Meagan, I am going to start right now after we get through today that I'll be doing EFT again. So thank you. Yes, I love EFT. I just, you know how I'm an adventurer. I like everything. So you have a lot of healing things that I've done, but you kind of put them away when you're doing other things. This might be what helps. So I appreciate. And what a gift. I didn't expect this.
I love that. I'm so glad that you're here. And you know what? While we're all here on camera together, maybe we could tap through my limiting belief, which might connect with something that you're experiencing, which is that I feel like I'm too old and that I don't have time to do all the things that I really want to do now. Even though I know that's not true, that is a belief that keeps going through my head. You know? So hang on, let me be quiet.
This is where we start EFT, guys, for everybody out there. And we used to call this the karate chop point or the side of the hand point. And this is where you declare what is troubling you, what is limiting you, whatever is not in alignment. This is where you declare it. Even though I'm feeling like, I'll just give you an example. I may be too old to be starting my spirit work, and that it's going to take me years to hone my skills. Okay? I just accept that that's true for me right now. Okay? And I want to point out to everybody, the acceptance of what I'm feeling is what clears it. And it shifts my perception to new creation. Okay? If I can accept what I feel is true for me, I begin new creation. Okay? I go right through it. I don't bypass that belief or feeling. Okay? And that is what the basis of EFT does. And oh my God, I posted on CNI's promo a quote from Esther Hicks about negative emotions and that they're uncomfortable. And Esther made reference to trying to feel better as quickly as you can. And I don't know of any other tool to help you to feel better quickly than EFT, because you're not only using acceptance, but you're using the meridians on your body to enhance energy flow. Okay? So when I can say that in the moment, I accept that I don't know the answers to John's questions. Even though whatever John is asking me, nothing's coming to me right now. And I accept that that's just the way it is. Okay? That opens up the flood of truth. What's the next thing? Okay. And we could tap on that and say, I don't know. I don't have the answer right now to what John is asking me. I just don't have the answer. Right now, the truth is, I don't know. It's not coming to me. Okay? We're accepting truth. This is the truth right now. I don't know, or nothing is coming to me as far as what in the way of what he's asking me. And that's just the way it is for me right now. I'm open to learning more and trying to understand more. But in this moment, I'm willing to be compassionate with myself. Okay? And that's what EFT is, guys. Learning how to be your own best friend and compassionate with yourself. So, are there any compassionate with yourself? So,
say that again, please.
Are there any compassionate with yourself?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you both.
Again, please. You're very, very welcome. You're very welcome. And I wasn't able to send the trance right now because I had to navigate the mute mics and open mics, but I will be doing that. And when I do, of course, you will be included in that. But I'm just so glad that you're here, and that's so glad that we got to connect like that. I just think it's such a beautiful topic, and I'm so glad you brought it up because it's been on my mind so much lately, like more than ever. I don't know what happened. I guess somehow like after 55 didn't seem like that big of a thing, but when I hit like 57, I'm going to be 58 somehow. And then I look in the mirror, and I love my mom. She was a beautiful woman. But still, I don't see who I think I am. I see who like my mom. And when I see my mom when she was older, not when she was young and glamorous, I see her when she was older. And it's kind of freaking me out a little bit, And I'm also, listen, I've only just started. I only became aware that I was even psychic. I thought I was just crazy for most of my life. And then what was it? Between 6 to 8 years ago, this whole 8 years ago, this whole thing started opening up. 6 years ago, I started doing, psychic readings because I realized I am psychic. And so for me, my journey is really, but it's, I'm not going to compare, if we compare ourselves to people like our beautiful soul friend, Debbie Charlton, who's been doing this her whole life, whose father was a medium. Well, how does it serve us to compare ourselves to other mediums? We're doing what we're doing and we know it, and we're connected with our guides. We're being guided to do it. Mike said something earlier. It's great. If spirit thought you were too old, you wouldn't be doing it. You wouldn't be drawn and excited about it. And it really doesn't have anything to do with age, and I really feel like this is a really divine lesson for myself as well. And I'm so grateful that you're here to talk about it, because the energy is moving faster. We can do anything we want to do. And if we're excited and we're drawn to do it, then we can. And I know you are, because we're in the class together and I see you and I admire how amazing you are at this. And, sometimes I'm kind of shy to speak in trance, but you're very bold and great at it and stuff. So just wanted to share that.
No.
So share that. Thank you for joining us today, Velda, and thank you very much. And anything else you want to say, John? Thank you for joining us today, Velda.
Something comes up for you in the way of what you feel is a limiting belief, just message me on Facebook Messenger. Say, John, I came up with a belief that I don't think is serving me very well. I'll tell you how to create an EFT setup statement for it and do a couple of rounds of tapping and send it to the light where, to get rid of it. Because these little things, I can't tell you how many little chats I have with people, and I notice little things that they say that might be, they might be choosing to believe things that are really disempowering. Okay? And they usually come from childhood. Okay? in 99% of my work with EFT, I'm always going back to their childhood and finding something that they created there and that they've carried with them their whole life. And what we call detune it or decontaminate it, okay? And what we mean by that is just shifting the way they look at that, which is what EFT helps to bring. And it brings a new awareness, a new perception. Oh yeah, do I believe that because perhaps my mother and father were very hard on me? That could have been. But now I'm choosing to believe that maybe they had things tough, and they were taking some of their stuff out on me because they thought they were doing the right thing. And you know what? That's a shift in consciousness, a shift in perception. And that's what opens up our channel, guys, to keep growing. Okay, enough said. I'm sorry. I'm going on too long.
That's all right. That was awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Velda, and for allowing us
Thank you, Velda.
for you today. It's not letting me unmute you. I don't know why. Because they chose to mute themselves. Oh, that's why. Okay. Love you, Velda. Bye.
Bye, Velda. Thank you.
You're the best. Okay. There we go. Hello. Thank you. Hello. Willkommen. Yay! That was awesome. That was awesome. Okay, so let me. Okay, you can just close the dashboard, Velda. There she goes. Okay, all right. That was awesome. So Velda actually thought she was paying for just to attend the event. She didn't know that she was actually getting a reading and a tapping. She said, "These are guides playing the trick on." I'll read it for you what she wrote. She said, "Oh, hang on, it's in the private comments. Where's the private chat?" I love that. That's why we didn't see it, because she typed it into the private chat. Oh, I can't see it now because she left. But basically, that's what she said anyway. She said, "I think my guides played a trick on me. It was meant to be, And I'm really, I'm personally glad.
Playing with us. See, we got Gatorade.
Mercury retrograde. Hey, you want to see a really cool thing that I thought about? So John, this new AI tool, I haven't tried it for this. But let's try this. I really feel drawn to try this. I want to ask ChatGPT to create an EFT statement for something. Let's see how they do. Because there's only one John, and I know John is a very generous man, and he invites people to contact him all the time. And if and he'll help you with writing a statement. But I also want to show you an idea that I have. So how do I phrase that, John? Because you're the EFT expert. Like create an EFT statement. How would you say it, John? Like to clear something. Like if somebody comes to you with a belief or something, how would you what do you call that?
Well, listen, first thing you gotta put forth is the truth. Even though I believe, or this is bothering me, or I feel this way, that is what you set up, or state the truth, or bring forward in your conscious awareness. See, that's the first thing that you do. Okay,
let's see. Tell me, wait, excuse me for 1 second, but tell me if this is what ChatGPT came up with. Let me know if this works. So they're saying, even though I fear that I'm too old to, and then put activity. So whatever, to mediumship. I deeply and completely accept myself and my age. I trust that I have the wisdom, experience, and abilities to pursue my goals and dreams at any age. I choose to let go of this fear and believe in my own power and potential. I am capable and worthy of achieving my desires, no matter how old I am. And they're saying you can repeat the statement to yourself as you tap on the various EFT points that John was showing us earlier on your body, or you can modify it to better suit your specific situation. Remember to focus on your intention to release the fear and embrace your own power and potential as you tap.
Okay.
Really? What is like
who wrote that?
A computer, AI, artificial intelligence.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well,
it's good, isn't it?
Look, anybody that comes up with an acceptance phrase, all I would ask you to do is create an acceptance phrase that you know is true. Okay? If I say something, this is the one thing I would say about affirmations. People go around using affirmations, see? And there's nothing wrong with using affirmations. Louise Hay made her living on affirmations. However, I ask that you tailor your affirmations to be true or believable to yourself. Because if you're saying something that you'd like to be true that really isn't inside of you true, then it's not going anywhere. So there's always a way of shifting an acceptance phrase in an EFT statement or an affirmation to make it feel true to the person. So if you're saying, let's say you go around affirming that you're divinely guided, but a lot of bad things, a lot of negative things are happening in your life, okay? And you're going around saying, I am divinely guided and cared for all my, and you know what? You are divinely guided, but if there's something inside of you saying, that's not really true because a lot of dark stuff is happening to me. You need to accept that feeling to allow yourself to feel that truth that you are divinely guided. It's been my experience that I've had a lot of dark things happen in my life, and that's just what's true for me. And I choose to send that to the light. Okay? I can't express enough that your acceptance phrase or your affirmations are done in truth. If there's something in there that's not true for you, okay, I submit you're working against the energy. Okay? If you have a problem with something, accept that that really doesn't feel true for me. And that's what EFT is. It allows you to say anything that is out of alignment, and to feel that you can accept yourself for feeling that because there's a reason for feeling that, okay? And that is what EFT is all about. It's total and unconditional love and acceptance of what you're feeling. And that is the crux of what EFT is and what it can do in shifting. Okay, do we have another
Nope, not yet, but why don't you let everybody know what it is that we're doing, and in case they would like to.
Okay, does anybody want a reading and a little bit of trance healing and EFT?
Yep,
and
double reading. Aiden says, love that. Yep, double reading. And so, I just think this is I personally like the statement that ChatGPT came up with, that even though I fear that I'm too old to do whatever, I deeply and completely accept myself and my age and all that. So I posted it in the comments. If anybody likes it and it resonates with you and they want to tap on that. And I also want to invite you guys to use ChatGPT, which for now it's free, believe it or not. It's the most powerful AI in the world. Yeah. And you're going to have an ongoing conversation with it too. This is so new. Guys, the future is changing. The future is not, do you remember the Industrial Revolution? Well, none of us probably remember it firsthand, but like the Industrial Revolution, when, things were taken over, machines started working in place of like people doing individual chores. And I'm not saying this well. But anyway, this is a new thing. This is going to be like the Industrial Revolution, but moving faster. And it's going to be AI and robots and stuff like that. And I know that has nothing to do with what we're here to talk about, but I'm just so drawn to talk about it these days. I just had to share that. And I just wanted to share that the ChatGPT is on openai.com. And so if you want to have a conversation with it but if you want a real human, the guy, like the real deal guy who's awesome at EFT and gives amazing readings, that would be this guy over here. Yeah.
Well, you know what? See, I'm pretty, I've gotten pretty good at, and I learned a lot. I learned most of what I know from John D.
Yeah, she's great.
Gandhi Whitus is the
Mhm.
EFT master of trainers on the planet. Okay, I'm going to see her tomorrow. See, I'm going up to Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh cool.
she would teach us how to change acceptance phrases to suit your particular situation in the moment. And I'm pretty good at coming up with that.
Yeah, you are.
After I learn where someone is at. Okay, when I see someone's really trying hard in their life, I can incorporate. Hey, even though this is bothering me, I choose to accept that I'm really working hard at this. And that is acceptance of the truth. Okay. And you can use things that you know to be true about yourself. For instance, see, you're a very kind person. You know that, right? See, do you know that?
Thank you, John. Thank you.
Okay. And you believe that, correct? Right? See, do you believe that you're a kind person?
I do actually. Yeah.
Okay. So when you are in some kind of resistance and you bring up the truth, you could use, oh, even though I'm feeling this right now, I know that I'm a kind and loving person, and I know I've worked through things like this my whole life, and I know that I'll figure this out. That acceptance of knowing that you are a kind and loving person, and you know that to be true about yourself, is an acceptance phrase that you can use in EFT. So that should show our whole audience that, guys, what you know to be true about yourself, if you know that you're a kind and loving and understanding person, use that as acceptance. It doesn't have to be an EFT. That could be figuring out any problem in your life. You're walking down the street and you're saying, oh my God, I got all these bills to pay. But you know what? I'm very resourceful and I know I'll figure it out. That's an acceptance phrase. And it's
That's
a
good one too. I'm very resourceful and I know I'll figure it out. Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So
yes, I do. We do have a guest. We have Amanda with us. Hello, Amanda.
Thanks, Kimmy.
I will. Yeah, Kimmy. I'll bring that up again. Oh, Kimmy, where'd she go? She was saying how much John helped her this week. She was posting about that as well. So, hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you guys doing tonight?
Excellent.
Hi. I'm sorry. Who do we have?
Amanda.
Amanda. Hi, Amanda.
Hello. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. All right. So Amanda is next. I'm going to go grab some water. I'll be right back. So you guys talk amongst
yourselves. Go ahead.
yourself.
I'm going to start tuning in for a minute. Amanda, if there is anything you're aware of that you'd like help with, call it to mind. You don't even have to say it out loud. And let's see how it plays out in your reading. Or if you want something just general to know where the guidance is taking you, that's fine.
There's something specific that I've been working on, so I'll just bring it to mind if that's
okay. Call it to mind and just ask your guides that you'd like help with that, and let's see what comes up in your reading.
Okay.
Okay, Amanda, there's something about you being harsh or with yourself. and not forgiving yourself about something. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So from the get-go, Spirit is asking you to call that to mind and know that there is no judgment from Spirit. So why are you judging yourself about this? So keep that in mind, and let's see. I'm going to continue with some more cards.
Okay.
Like Spirit was saying, angels are saying, you're holding yourself bound by this, something that you can't let go about what you feel like you did, or how you've judged yourself harshly about something. And Amanda, are you aware of do you happen to have wow, you happen to have a lot of birds around? Are you in an apartment or a home? Do you have a lot of birds around you?
I'm in a house, but I love bird. I do bird photography, and I'm a naturalist.
Oh my God! You got,
I love animals. Yeah, but I don't have any actual physical birds in my space.
well, you got this one particular species of like robin redbreast birds that they say they're watching you.
Aww.
They're watching you, and
Be still my heart. That just brings me so much joy.
yeah, watching you or watching over you and trying to help you with messages. Hold on, I got to pull again for you.
Fellow animal lover in the house.
Yeah.
Okay. Amanda, you are okay. You consider yourself different than others. Okay, from a lot of people. You consider yourself, this is what they're giving me, unconventional. Okay? And yes, is that true?
Yeah. Yeah, I just do my own thing. Yeah.
Okay. What they're telling you is make sure you see that as a crown that you wear, not a. They want you to see that as something special. Okay, it's not that any of us are more special than others, but the fact that you can play your own fiddle is the way they're saying it. Play your own fiddle your way, okay, or sing out of tune. Okay, they want you to see that is your unique way of being in the human. Okay, and they want you to bring awareness to the fact that you're different and own it, girl. You understand? Not to ever think I'm a weirdo or I'm not like them. what they're giving me is great. You know, I'm seeing the freaking banners and the sparklers, and wow, that's really cool to hone that skill. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, stay tuned. As C is tuning in for you, I'm continuing. Oh my God. Okay. As I was shuffling,
Love John. I'm just sorry. I just had to share that.
I'm going to just share the joy.
Right?
as I was shuffling, this flipped over. So, and it said, prepare for soul healing. Forgive and release everyone. And I feel that for you, it's about yourself regarding something. And this is the second card you've gotten with that message, Amanda.
Okay.
Okay, so it could be at the foundation of what is going on with what this particular problem or situation is for you. Because if we hold ourselves in any kind of judgment, it's almost like we're stopping ourselves from getting to the next level of understanding, is the way they're telling me.
I resonate with that deeply.
Okay.
Yeah. And I got so caught up in this just since this holiday season that I really created a thing out of nothing.
I got caught up.
Yeah.
I got caught up in
believing that there's a problem and there might not actually be one.
Okay. So another way they're telling me you can say that is, I might have created a belief that might not have served me.
Yes.
Okay. And okay, now are you beating yourself up about creating that belief?
Yes, because I had been working on changing the beliefs and then just created a belief of judgment.
Okay. After C is done reading your cards, we'll just do one round of EFT on that.
Okay.
Cool. Are you ready for me to just let me know? You are. Okay.
Well, go C.
All right. Will you be so kind as to repeat the thing that you first said when you first came on? Because I was grabbing water and I missed that. You were. I just
my first.
Amanda's thing. What Amanda said.
Okay, Amanda. I asked her to call to mind, be aware of something in particular that she wanted some kind of clarity on, and I said that she didn't have to say it live.
Okay.
But and I wanted to see. I wanted to see if it came out in her reading, and we could always find that out. But
okay,
that's what she said, and she said that there was something in particular.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so I pulled. Thank you very much for getting me up to speed here. The energy is beautiful today. Your energy is beautiful, Amanda. Your energy is just really divine. I totally connect. When John said birds, I see like a blue jay flying. Actually, it looks like a blue bird. It's just beautiful. All right, so I was really drawn to my cosmic cat cards for you. If you could.
I love the kitties. I love them so much.
It's interesting because I have the divine dogs as well. But I was super drawn to the cats for you. So
the kitties, yep. Kitties and birds. All about the kitties and birds.
So I've got some kitty cards for you to start. And then I have, well, you'll see that in a minute. All right. So the first card that I have for you, I'll show you the pretty pictures too, because you don't want to. Oh my God. And look at the birdhouse. Isn't that cat sitting on a birdhouse? Oh my God.
That's crazy.
That's spirit is what that is. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Persistence. Stay the course. Kitty's sitting on a birdhouse. Oh my God. And look at this. I love him. Risk. Take a chance. Look at this. He's like out in space.
Very nice.
Astronaut Kitty. Tolerance. Sitting with it. Look how he's sitting on top of the other cat. All right. And then we have self-care. And I knew that was going to come up. There it is. Time to cleanse. And the last card is from a whole different deck, which is the Sacred Traveler. And it's impasse. And look, there's a squirrel in there. Of course there is. Of course there's animals everywhere. Reflect and redirect your energy. So let me quiet my mind for a moment and see where this is going. I feel you're very, very kind and that you... Okay. They're saying, say what you... Trixie, please, honey. Okay, so you've attracted my cat. Okay. They're saying, say what you mean what you say. I feel like part of your connection to animals is that they do that. They say what they mean what they say. They're very direct. You know, she's totally sitting on my key. This is special because when my cat does this, like that, specifically, it's about, I had to move my keyboard and I'm holding my keyboard because I have no room for it now. Thank you, Trixie. So this is important. All right. So all right. Let me just move I'll move the cards, Trixie. Yes, I will. Hold on. I'm going to put the keyboard down. You know what? If I got a bigger desk, she'd make her way she'd spread herself out on that too. So
we could make her a bed somewhere close by. That
would be, I actually have a second desk right next to me, but she likes being in front of me. But I like that idea. Maybe if it's like a nice cozy thing, that's a good idea. Like something so appealing that she can't resist laying on it.
Yeah.
So animals are easier to talk to. I feel like you connect with them, that you actually you communicate with animals very easily. Very easily. It's very natural to you. I don't know if you've ever, are you aware that you're an animal communicator, or it's just natural, it's part of who you are?
I just finished a year of a trance mediumship mentorship, and toward the end, I was having more animals come in during readings for people than people. It almost, I never got embarrassed by it, but I was having equal number of animal visitors for folks I was reading for.
I love that. That's powerful.
And that felt very much like a gift. It felt very special to me. I appreciated it deeply.
The animals know that you connect with them. They feel, they know that you resonate with them and that you'll bring through their messages and you won't scoff. I'm hearing the word scoff at them. You know, it's like some humans might say, oh, it's an animal. Yeah, even though but no, you're just, like you said, you didn't. No, this is important. This is important. You're very connected to the animals and you're here to bring through messages for them and with them. And they want you to stay the course. They want you to, the cat sitting there watching and waiting for the bird. They want you to continue doing what you're doing. If you're drawn, as long as you're drawn to do it and it feels good to you, do that, because you're definitely on the right track. And they're also talking about taking a risk or taking a chance. So I'm asking, is that your personal life or is that developing trance, or what is this about, Spirit? They're saying in order to move forward, you have to take some risks. They're saying sometimes you get caught up in the same old. It feels safe. It feels safe. That's also one of the reasons that animals feel safe. I totally relate to this, by the way. You feel safe around animals. Humans, you never know what's going on with a human because they might not mean what they say and they might say something altogether different. And with animals, it's very clear. It's a very clear-cut communication. You know, they mean it, they say it, or, you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
So they're wanting you to take a chance. And I feel like this has to do with humans. Yeah, to give people more of a chance, to work with them more. And I do feel that I actually see you bringing in animals for people. I figure it's like bringing in past, I don't know if you're into doing that, but that's what I'm seeing. You can for sure. Bring in past loved ones, like of pets that are discarnate for people, because this is something that, so me a red ball of yarn and a white fluffy kitty. It's very natural to you. Very natural to you. And you can easily do it if that's something you're drawn to do. I feel like
Okay.
you set yourself up for that. Now, tolerance, they're saying sitting with it. Now, what do you mean by that, Spirit? They're talking about self-acceptance, because the next card is self-care. I feel like sometimes you judge yourself harshly. It's like old programming.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. It is. Just having higher expectations for where, like how much progress and like I have a lot of interests and I get very into something and just human stuff, the human stuff.
I get it. I get it. Well, they're talking about being tolerant. But what I feel for that, because for me, tolerance feels like resistance somehow. So I feel like allowing that sits better with me. The word allowing sits better with my body, and see how it feels with you. We're allowing of, instead of tolerating, which feels like allowing. We're allowing of yourself to be who you are. We're allowing of people to be who they are. You know, in a judgment-free zone, and just allow. You know, you are who you are. I am who I am, and so what if people don't always mean what they say and say what they mean? That's just who they are.
Yeah.
Now, do we want them in our lives? Well, then you have to ask yourself that question. But just allowing them to be is really going to make it so much easier for you. I feel like there was some conflict or contrast, you know, with humans and your recent experience. And I do feel like this is an opportunity to allow. To release that, I feel like today's a day for that. And self-care, that's so important because you're such an empath. You probably know this, but just to make sure, you are extremely empathic. You are easily picking up the energy of the whole world, of they're interesting. They're saying the counterculture and the culture. I've never heard them say that before. You're picking up everything, and there's so much conflicting energies, and it's like, whoa, it's a roller coaster, and it can be like they're saying like a bombardment of all these energies coming at you, and then they process through you, and you do transmute them, but not before you feel them. And a lot of times you don't even realize they're not your thought, they're not your emotions. You're processing other people's stuff and the collective stuff, and that's interesting. That's really.
I work at a university, and I work with students and students of all ages. So I've developed a lot of boundaries, but I'm still, you read everything that comes through.
I get it. That's
Yeah.
totally is. Now I understand why I'm getting all the bombardment, all the energy, because they're focused. Are you like a social worker, a counselor or something? Because you're
basically, yeah, I'm an academic coach, but my background is through all of the behavioral health. And I think my mediumship training only amplified my ability to more deeply understand what someone's showing up with. So, I think it's made the sessions that I have with people more meaningful. And it just at the end of a workday, there's a lot to just let go.
That's important. What you just said is really essential for you to let all that stuff go, because that's why now I understand even more that they're saying the bombardment and that you transmute it, which I've never heard them say that before. So that you actually do take it on, but then you transmute it. So that's your job, actually, is to connect with all these people and to listen to their stuff. But then you need to release it. You need to release it. You're created. You're drawn to do it, not drawn, created. It's your intention. It was your intention before you got here to be able to do that, and you do it really well. And the last card that I have for you is this one, Impasse, which says reflect and redirect your energy. So what they want you to remember to do at the end of each day, is to have a nice self-care ritual for yourself. Oh, hi, Debbie. How are you? Deborah Ann Slicker. Just sorry. But yeah, to let that stuff go. So to take a salt bath or, a shower, and it's really essential for you more than most people. And it's important for everybody, but for you, it's really imperative because you genuinely, intentionally intentionally take it on, and then you absolutely are created to transmute it. So you can take it and transmute it, but you must release it. Otherwise you're carrying it with you. And that's what I've done for you today. And I will be sending you healing while John is doing this amazing EFT tapping for you. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I pulled one more card, Amanda, as C was channeling, and you pulled this Native American card, peace pipe.
Aww.
We all know what that's about. But Amanda, this is smoking the peace pipe for yourself, kid. About making peace with something that you've held yourself bound. Jesus is coming through right now, and he's saying, whatever you hold yourself bound, it is bound. He was talking to the disciples when he was trying to tell them about going out and forgiving people. Okay? He was trying to teach them how to be accountable. But, okay, being accountable is one thing. But understanding why we did some of these things at the time is making peace with ourselves. Perhaps I thought that was the right thing to do at the time. Perhaps at the time I had no other choice, and I did that. Okay? The key is to accept and forgive yourself, because at the time I was afraid. I didn't know what to do. I did this. I did it that way because I was goddamn afraid. I mean, you got to get really raw with self-forgiveness. Okay?
Yeah.
And that came up in oh my God, there was something they wanted me to ask you in questions. Amanda, if there was an area of my life to which I need to bring peace, what might that be? What's the first step I need to take toward resolving a rift with another, or a feeling unfinished regarding a person or situation? Then take action. I'll leave that one to you, but Amanda, I just wanted to tap with you a little bit on, I got caught up in this belief, you said, over the holidays.
Yeah.
But I judged myself for getting caught up in that. I think you said something like that.
I sure did. Yep.
Okay. What did I find myself doing? Even though I
don't believe I should have been behaving any other way, I was judging myself over the holidays.
Well, even though I believed I acted in a way I shouldn't have.
Even though I believed I acted childishly and over emotionally.
I believe I acted childishly. Now, are you saying that to yourself in a judgmental way is what they're asking?
That was the judgment that I was
So
engaging
even though
in.
I felt that I acted in a childish way.
Even though I felt that I acted in a childish way.
Okay, I accept that that's true.
I accept that that's true.
Okay. And I choose to send that to the light. Okay. I'm kind of getting that there's another way you might want to say that to help yourself understand it better. But tap over here on the eyebrow and say, I acted I acted in a way that. Go
I
ahead.
acted in a way that
Go ahead. You
I
say
act
it your way.
I acted in a way that was excessive or over emotional.
Okay. I feel like I was over emotional.
I feel like I was over emotional.
Okay, under the nose. I feel like I was. Any other way to say that?
I feel like I was excessive, dramatic.
Okay. I felt like I was excessive and dramatic.
I felt like I was excessive and dramatic.
Okay. Okay, tapping in here. I felt like I was excessive and dramatic.
I felt like I was excessive and dramatic.
Top of the head, please.
I felt like I was excessive and dramatic.
Okay, now 3 nostril breaths. That no mouth, just through the nostrils. Okay, what they're giving me is to ask you. So, hey, listen, were you triggered?
Yeah.
Okay. Amanda, so your angels are saying, can you understand that you were triggered?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really understandable. And I had to defend myself, but I think I knew in my heart that a thing happened where I had a legit reason to be triggered.
Okay. Okay. I feel like I had a legit triggered. I feel like I had a legit reason to be triggered. And what they're saying is don't hold yourself in judgment for that. Hey, you felt triggered and you acted in a certain way, but
Yeah.
you don't have to hold yourself in judgment. But Amanda, regarding um, your original reason for wanting to have the reason for the reading, for what was coming up, is there any clarity on that, or is it still unresolved?
It's still a little unresolved.
Okay. Do you wanna bring it up, or
Sure. Yeah, I finished a year-long mentorship in trance, and I just discovered the spirit world. I'm almost 50, and I am in a fully science uh background, and a year ago just took a leap of faith and started a mediumship program, having had no reason to think that I was mediumistic. And the first year was done, and I know I feel like I do better in some sort of structured learning environment, but I don't feel like I that I feel like I need to do more self-development in order to get more out of a next training. And now I'm just like, okay, do I meditate alone for a year? And I is that going to be enough to keep momentum with my spirit team? So I just a
okay?
little
Do I
lost.
feel like I'm not ready? What are you really saying at the core of this?
That I'm not quite developed enough to be in a more robust mentorship
Okay,
for yeah,
even
even
though
though
I feel like,
I feel like
say it.
even though I feel like I'm not quite ready to be in another mentorship,
Okay, I accept how I feel.
I accept how I feel.
I'm open to learning more.
I'm open to learning more.
Okay, but I choose to give myself a break.
I choose to give myself a break.
Okay. Enough. You know what? Simply meeting yourself where you're at. I know you know this, Amanda, but here's a reminder for you. Meeting yourself where you're at with self-acceptance in the moment. One simple round of tapping or just saying it in the way of a prayer. God, I feel like I don't know enough to move on, or I should know more, or whatever it is, I give this to you. If you like to say it in the way of a prayer and give it to spirit, but bring it to awareness, because if we're fighting with it all the time, we're in resistance and we're not in flow. So for you, the self-acceptance and compassion is probably very, very good for you. It's good for all of us. But the purpose of this session with C and I tonight was to show people to call to mind accepting themselves for having a problem. Guys, we're freaking human. I mean, we're going through this spiritual / human experience, and it's daunting, okay? And we feel like we should know more. We should know how to do it. We should be further along. We should. And you know what? We are where we are, and learning how to step back and be in acceptance of ourselves for where we are in the present is what it's all about as far as spiritual development, as far as human development. And this goes for whether someone chooses to practice spirituality or not. Okay, enough said. Amanda, so that particular, was that the piece about where you feel like you should be further along, or I'm sorry, did I have that right?
No, I just felt like I didn't know if I should take on another class, having barely scratched the surface of mediumship that,
Okay. Listen, those are all preferences, and they're saying you can do them or not, but if you want a little boost from spirit, they're saying you're ready to go to the next level.
Okay.
I mean, that is something you might want to peel off somebody, get a little information from somebody that does this. The fact that you feel like you're not ready, they're just telling you to be compassionate with that, but you are ready. You're ready to move on and grow. And what they're showing me is this. They're showing me these brick block walls. And they're showing me that as you hop one wall, you fall into the next room, and then you'll hop another wall and fall in. You will always fall into place. You'll always learn what you have to learn.
Okay.
However, Amanda, for you, self-compassion and acceptance is very key to your moving forward, because if you're going to hold yourself in judgment and double and always second guess yourself, you're gonna give yourself a harder time than you need to. Okay?
I will not forget. And I had forgotten. I am so grateful to you both. I'm from the bottom of my heart.
Well, thank you for showing up.
I'm just so grateful. And I'm wish you both a super night. And
thank you for showing up, Amanda. Oh, and being with us. Oh my God, your energy is beautiful.
I want to make room for others, so I'll skedaddle. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amanda. Do we have anybody else, see? Turn your volume up.
I'm unmuted. Oh, no wonder she couldn't hear what I was saying. I was saying something. Oh my goodness gracious. I was saying to Amanda, she couldn't hear a word I was saying. Oh my goodness. That I don't know who her trance teacher was, but I know a lot of amazing trance mediums that do teach. I know amazing trance medium teachers. And anyway, if you're interested, you can reach out to me and I can perhaps help you to find one that really suits your needs, because I am feeling for you that not every teacher works differently. And maybe it's time for you to have they're all awesome, right? But maybe it's time for you to have one with a different style to learn differently and at your speed, whatever your speed is, because you're fine just the way you are, just where you are. Sometimes a class will move in a certain way and you don't feel, I get that myself sometimes when I study for trance, honestly. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because I have a thing in my mind, like I know somebody that would be a good fit for you, but I'll let you reach out to me if you're drawn. And definitely self-forgiveness. Thank you so much for being here with us. That was beautiful.
Yes, thank you.
So it's 9:00. Gosh, time flies. We do have room for one more. I mean, unless John's got to run. I don't know if anybody else is looking to do this, but we have, we should probably wrap it up, honestly. But anyway, if you really want to do this, if you want to be next, it's $30 and just let us know in the comments that you're next. And then you can either come on screen on the camera with us, or you can stay in the chat. Either way, it's fine. Thank you. You're muted. I was like, oh, she must be in a rush because she left as I was talking because she couldn't hear a word I was saying. Anyway, that was beautiful. Wow. I love her energy. That was a beautiful session, John. I love everything that you said to her. It was really powerful.
Thank you, C.
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, I picked up so much of what you were saying, and it was so confirming.
Mm-hmm.
It always works like that, doesn't it?
I was thinking the exact same thing. Whenever we work together, it does. We always piggyback off each other's spirit. We're very connected, you and I. We're definitely soul family, with both of our Scorpios, right, ascendants. And we're super connected. And so spirit absolutely channels through us both.
I love that astrological, that zodiac stuff. See, when you start going into that, when you gave me that reading one time, hey guys, look, C were you practicing with me or what were you doing, C? Well, you gave me a reading and I said, holy shit, based upon astrology.
I gave you an astrological reading?
You did, see, and it was like,
it was. Actually, I was, because I don't do that professionally, because I don't consider myself an astrologer, but I've been studying astrology since I was a child.
See, let me tell you something.
Yeah, I remember. Mm-hmm.
I've had, several readings from you.
Right.
I always get juice from the apple.
Right.
When you read for me, but that astrology reading was, I remember, it was extremely powerful. I said, holy, I think I even said to you, how'd you know that? How'd you know that? It came through. I said, well, this is really, it actually gave me more of a stronger belief in astrology. I'm saying, wow, for her to come up with this stuff by way of the charts or the stars or however you did it. See, I don't know much about it, sweetie. All I know is I liked receiving it.
Oh, I'm so glad. I remember I think we did it in Messenger actually. And it was a birth chart.
I think you did. And let me tell you, if you have, I don't know, I would incorporate that into my toolbox.
Kathy, welcome, Ancient Tools. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Are you okay with it? Because Mike just donated, so he's next, and Kathy wants to know if we're still accepting more people. I say yeah.
Sure. Who's up?
All right. So Mike, your best bud. I love
my
Mike.
buddy.
Yeah, your buddy Mike. He's
my
next.
buddy Fritz.
Okay, well, I call him Mike, but anyway, that's cool. This is awesome. I'm so glad you enjoyed that reading, by the way, John. Thank you so much for that. And Aiden is saying, do you have any fun new plans for this year? Okay. All right. So it'll be Mike and then Ancient Tools, aka Kathy.
Okay.
I'm so glad to see you guys. Honestly, Aiden, I mean, if you're asking me, I don't know if you're asking me or John or everybody, but I can tell you, hang on one second, that my plans for the new year are all revolving around YouTube and, of course, Facebook as well, and spiritual AI. You know, that's my calling now. It's always been, but I didn't know. Spirit has always worked with me like that. I was born to do things that didn't exist yet, like live streaming, like, you know, back years ago, like working in male dominated fields that when I was little, it couldn't even be done, but then I did it later on, you know, but starting, you know, talking about me now in this body with being the spiritual person that I am. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. I do know what I'm talking about, but it's kind of off topic and I don't want to go there. We'll talk more about that on my YouTube videos and stuff like that. But I'm going to do some tutorials, including Canva and I don't know, whatever. And I'm also going to spend more time just having fun, which I found in 2022. I was so like, there was a lot. I created stress for myself in my mindset, you know, and so I kept feeling like, oh, I better not go out and do this or that because I have to work. I have to create this. And that limiting belief kept me from being productive. You know, I mean, I got a lot done, but it kept me from being as productive as I wanted to in a big way. And it also kept me from relaxing. So I was.
Okay.
So honestly, yesterday when I went to the beach with my friend Diane, that was a huge turning point for me. Because we were just there, relaxing, having fun. We were supposed to go on the Dolphin tour yesterday. That was changed. The date was changed because the captain's boat was full. Oh. So you know, we were like, we don't stress over stuff like that. Oh, you're so welcome, Amanda. Yeah, we don't stress over things like that. You know, we just know that if that wasn't supposed to be today, then we did something else. And turns out our beach opened up again yesterday after being closed for a couple of months after the last hurricane. And that's where we went. And that powerful energy, that clearing, that there's nothing else for you to do at the beach except just be. You know, we walked, we got shells, we talked and took pictures and explored and stuff, but there's nothing imperative. You know what I'm saying? You know, you love the beach, John.
God, I could live there. See, mm-hmm. I do live there.
There, you do live there. Well, I live nearby. I don't live on the beach. Although I wouldn't want to live on the beach, I think, during a storm, that's for sure. But I can tell you, I remember when I moved to Colorado in my late 20s, early 30s. I loved the Colorado mountains. Oh my gosh. But I missed being near the water. Even if I don't go to the beach as much as I would, I shouldn't create that reality. Even though I didn't used to go to the beach as much as I would like, I love knowing that it's right next to me. I need to feel that water. It's the Scorpio energy, right? The Scorpio, and I got a Pisces moon. I need the water. I need that.
See, I said that I swear to God, yet last week I said that same thing to myself.
Really?
I can't picture myself for any length of time not being near the ocean.
Right.
For any, you know, like you said, I want to create that. You know, my journey might take me inland. I don't know, but I just love being here, and I always feel like I'll always have some connection, even if I don't live by the ocean. I know I'll sail it.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I live a few miles, but you know, I know you. I saw the picture from your view today on Facebook. I'm like, oh, he's looking right at it.
Well, that's where you saw the runway light. See, that looked like a runway. That was the river that feeds the ocean. I'm a mile and a half from the ocean.
Well, the water's that's the river. That's water.
The river runs right into the ocean. That's the Manasquan River.
Manasquan. All right, so Mike, you're next. Mike, do you want to come on camera with us? Would you like to come on camera? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to make the air a little bit cooler. Please excuse me for just a moment, and I'll grab some more agua. Agua fria. I'm so excited. No, see, I told you. I knew we were supposed to go live tonight. Spirit always does the right thing at the right time. Always meant to be. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control when I think I need you. Right now. Singing in the rain. This is so much fun. All right. Mike says, sure. Awesome sauce. So I will give you our link right now. Boop. Did it go through? Yeah. So feel free to click on that. Please use Chrome. How cool. I've never met Mike face to face. I've chatted with you and read for you before. I know you on Facebook, but I've never looked into your eyes. This will be fun.
This guy is my brother, see.
I love that.
Ever since I met him in grammar school.
Wow.
Well, I was coming home on the bus and he was on the same bus. He was a bit of a rabble rouser back then. But you know what? In a way that him and a couple of his friends, they were throwing soft pretzels out the window of a bus. That was his idea of mischief. Fritz wouldn't hurt a bird.
Soft pretzels.
Soft.
Serious?
Those big soft pretzels, they were throwing them out the window.
Is that true, Mike? Were you throwing soft pretzels out the window of the bus?
We could deny it, but I was there. But he was.
Oh, let me unmute you. There you go. Oh,
Fritz
really work.
was.
You're gonna have to unmute yourself, please, Mike. It won't let me unmute you. Can you hear me? Okay. Can you please unmute your mic? It's on the you should see a little microphone icon right next to your picture. Just click that. Oh, there it is. Let me see. Now you're unmuted, but I still don't hear you.
Talk, Fritz. We can't hear you.
Is your mic muted? Do you have like one of these little things? Is it muted? Because it's not. Well, now it's muted in StreamYard again. Okay. Okay, now it's unmuted in StreamYard. Say something, please. I don't know why we can't hear you. Is it a Bluetooth? Because it's Bluetooth, so it's not a cord. You sure the mic itself isn't on mute? Your mic, I mean your headset is what I'm trying to say, not your mic. Because it isn't. Well,
volume up on the computer, Fritz.
Another good one. Yeah, volume up. Yeah, that's what Wanda said the same. I said Wanda. Wanda said the same thing. Is the volume up? Oh, I see. So it looks like it's. Is there another way for you to listen? Do you have like a, I don't know what kind of computer you're using. Do you have like a speaker in the computer with a microphone that you can just do it that way? I still don't hear you. You know what you can do? You can type. If we can't get the volume to work, you can always type. I'm asking Spirit, is there another way? Mercury is Gatorade, as John says. Retrograde. But okay, so
Gatorade is beating us up. He's having fun with us.
He having fun. Spirit, can you please fix Mike's mic? Mike's mic. All right, so he's checking out his device. I don't know why we can't hear you. It's your mic? It's your headset? Okay. Okay. Well, at least we know what it is. So did you want to connect with us on a cell phone? Did you want to use a different device? If not, well, we can do it this way. We can type, but if you want to, we can wait until you because you can do that too. Right? There's always another way with computers and stuff like that and technology. There's always other ways to go do it. So, all right. So while you're doing that, yeah, we're working on that. Thank you. And the other alternative is just you type in the chat and then we see it and then we can speak out loud. Okay, that'll work. L'chaim. Yeah, asking Mike. I know, asking Spirit, right? But you know, everything works out the way it's supposed to. So, all right. All righty. John, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
No, go, see.
Okay. Let me just clear. All right. We have Mike. Spirit's showing me a great big Christmas tree. They're showing me a big Christmas tree. And they're also showing me like in New York City where they have the ice skating. I don't know if you connect with that at all. You can nod if that, but can you hear me? Can you hear me talking? You can. Okay. Okay. All right, let's pull some cards. So that's what they're showing me that. So they're showing me the Christmas tree and they're showing me, okay, thank you. There we go. That works. Bingo, we resolved the issue. There's always a workaround, right? All right, so I'm pulling some cards for you. I'm being drawn to the Work Your Light Oracle deck. And then which other deck, Spirit? Heart-centered. You're very heart-centered. You are just such a loving soul. And I'm seeing your beautiful wife. I feel like you have such a soul connection with your wife. It's just this really, I feel and I see like your hearts are connected. It's very like twin souls meant to be together. Yeah, to co-create this reality together. And then the last card is that one. All right, so let's do this. Alrighty, so I'll pull up the cards that I've got for you. First one is, sorry, this cute little light that I have doesn't hold a charge for that long. You know what? If I move it over here, I can plug it in now. But it may not be worth it, but it takes only a second to do it. And then we have a little more light. Plug. Oh, for goodness sake. Up, down, turn around. Okay, that's not meant to be. So we won't worry about the light. Okay. I have my my ring light. Maybe I can make you brighter. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Alrighty, so the first card is protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. All right. Then we have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. I love this card. I love this card. Look at the pyramids and the triangle symbolism. Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And then Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Leap. Priestess. It's a powerful card. How are you being called to step up and lead? That's very interesting because you've been training for this for lifetimes. And then how are you being called to step up and lead? This is very interesting. And the last card I have for you is Trust the Process. I'll read it. It says, you are divinely guided and supported. See the bigger picture. And I'll just show you. It looks kind of like a compass, right? And a path. To trust the process. And look how the path zigzags. It's not a straight line. It's not a straight line. The path zigzags. And that's how it is in life with everyone. Sometimes we're like, oh, this is me and that's where I'm going and it's going to be a straight line there. And I think as humans, we all learn that that's not really the case. It's not a straight line, but to trust it because you're going in the right direction. So that's the last card that I pulled, but I feel like I'm going to start there. Okay. Spirit's showing me things. I'm just going to share with you every time they show me something there that you're carrying in groceries from the car. Don't know why, but hopefully you know why. But that's what you're doing. You're carrying in groceries from like the trunk of the car to the front door. Okay. So I feel like you came here with a greater, well, there's no greater purpose than just living your own life and being who you are. But another that happened today. Oh, I love that. Thank you. That's why they're showing it to me. You're carrying in the groceries from the car. That you have this amazing life. You have this amazing, beautiful life, but you're more than that. You're more than that. You came here with a greater purpose as well. I keep saying the word greater. It doesn't resonate with me, but just read between the lines, please, because I'm waiting for them to give me a different word. Okay. What they're saying is that you've been training for this for lifetimes, all right? To trust, to leap and trust the universe will catch you. Now, I'm asking them, is this about your mediumship? Is this about spiritual leader? Yes, it's about a type of spiritual leadership. The putting yourself out there, trusting that the answers will come to you. They're saying your guides are voluntarily working with you. I don't know why they put it that way, but they did. I have to stop judging and questioning everything. So your guides are volunteering to work with you. That's what it is. Your guides are volunteering to work with you on this journey, on your journey, every step of the way. If you feel called to step up and lead, to move forward, to move forth and put yourself out there, they're saying as a medium that you are, as a spiritual thought leader that you are, if you are being called to do this, they are with you. They are standing with you. Now, this card is about soul retrieval. And I do feel like you have a lot of, you have a lot of energy that's been expended in many different directions, right? As we all do, but they're reminding you to call it back because you're a beautiful, kind, and generous soul, and definitely an empath. And so you give a lot. It goes out, but they want you to call back with your own energy. And they show me to call back your own energy, cleansed and cleared. So like when you send people's energy back, and this is for everybody, guys, but I'm talking to Mike, but this is a practice I do all the time, that when you send people's energies back, you send it like I personally visualize like a whole white light of source energy. And then I send them back their energy cleansed and cleared. I send people energy back to them, and I call my energy back from anywhere, anyone that's ever, it's ever thought about me or that I've ever thought about or whatever. Just call back your energy. Again, let it filter through the whole white light of source energy, of God's source energy. Filter that energy and just, it could be a second. Honestly, it can be a long process because I personally do energetic cord removals and this work, but it's also as simple as just suck it back in, And so it's really important that's what they're saying, this soul retrieval, to retrieve all that you are, to hold, hang on, to stand in your power and hold firm. And when you're focused on what it is that you want, just to move forward in that direction and take those leaps, take that leap, because your guides are waiting for you to do it. They're waiting for you. They've got you with open arms. They're waiting. They're like, you don't even have to have a misstep. They're waiting for you to put your foot on their palm of their hand. And even though it's like it looks like an abyss, right? No, it's just the unknown. And the unknown is where we grow from. And so you put a step, one foot there, and they're going to catch you. The next step, next foot, they're going to catch you. They've got you. They've got you. They've got you. You are supported. I feel like I have to pull another card. Hold on. Oh, well, the priestess card, we're talking about that, about being called to step up and lead. It's very, let me see. Mike says, I'm getting feedback. Is anyone else hearing C repeated? Okay, so you muted yourself. Let me mute John. I'm going to mute John. Excuse me, John. Just let me know is that any better? Mike, can you hear me without feedback now? I'll lower my own microphone, my own speakers. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. No change. That's so strange. Okay, so you hear nobody. You want to pop out real fast and come right back in? Maybe the system just needs to reset. Let's try that because I can't think of anything else it could be. So let's just, except for spirit. All right. See you in a minute. Oh, look at that. This is your next card. We'll talk about it when you come back.
Fritz, can you hear us, buddy?
Let me see. Is John echoing or just me?
Am I echoing, Mike? Is it me that's echoing?
Just me.
Just see.
Well, I have one more card and then I'll stop talking. But I will let you know that you'll be able to watch it back on the replay without the reverb or without the feedback. And I do apologize for it. Don't know why it's doing that. So the last card that I have for you is Risk, which is honestly the same card in a different deck, which is the Leap card that we were just talking about. Again, they're saying, take a chance. Take a chance. You've been playing it safe. They're saying you've been playing it safe all of your life, right? You know, throw some more pretzels out the window, right? Get back into that kid mentality, the one that throws not necessarily to hit somebody with a pretzel, but to trust, to play, to be more loose. They're saying to loosen up, You become more rigid, more set in your ways. In fact, you got this card just now, which also came up earlier. The tolerance card, I call it allowing because I don't like the word tolerance. It feels like resistance. Allowing yourself to play, to be who you are, allowing yourself to step out of your comfort zone, you know, allowing yourself to step out of the roles of husband, father, grandparent. You know, you are all of those. Well, you are all of those things as well, but you're also the soul that you are. And you can follow your soul's calling, because I do feel like you have this. Feed the squirrels the pretzels. There you go. Without salt, though. I do feel like you have this calling, and you feel it, and you know it's there. But your life is kind of like set, and they really want you to trust and to take the risks and to know that they're there with you, because you know you've got it going on. And again, trusting the process. So that's what I've got for you. Thank you so much. And I will give it to John, and I will be sending you some Trance Energy Healing and Clearing.
Fritz, you can hear me, right? Fritz, you can hear me, right? Yes. Okay. Fritz, your father was standing right over there, and he said, first thing he said, oh my God, he was bobbing up on his toes and saying, listen, with that look that he had, he said, you know what you're doing. Okay. But like, I'm sorry to say it this way, but he says, you got to get off your ass and do it. And I feel in everything that I pulled for you, Fritz, I feel that you're thirsting to do something. You don't know quite what it is, but you want to help. You want to be of service. And out of what I'm getting is to do something like what we're doing right here tonight. I'd be happy to do. I'd be honored to do it with you some night. And where I'm getting all of this from, Fritz, is the first card. This is one of Ria's cards. It says, you got nothing to prove, buddy. Listen, ever since I've known you, you've been doing healing work. However, I can't remember the night it was and how many years ago it was where, see, Fritz sat Fritz and Liz sat Janie and I down. We were at Red Lobster having dinner, and he says, "Hey, listen, I think I'm psychic, and you know what? When he comes to my house, he feels my mother. He sees things, feels things. This fellow has been at it for a long time, and I know he wants to do something. He can't quite put his finger on it, but he's thirsty to getting out there and doing something. So, if I may, Fritz, buddy, I'd love to come live with you and work with you and do readings. You could use cards or read straight up the way you do, okay? And I'm really feeling that all of your guides are trying to push you into doing something. Start somewhere, do something, because you're like sitting back waiting for something to happen. And again, your father saying, you got to make it happen. Okay, so that's inspired action, which you know you got to take. And what they're just telling me is, Fritz, think about anything you've done in your life. It's because you got off your ass and you kicked ass. Okay, that goes with meeting Liz, getting the job that you've always wanted. Okay, finding the life this man has told me he's received everything he ever wanted, but in my experience with being with this fellow my whole life, see, he's gone for everything that he wants. So what I'm feeling is he knows he wants to be of service, and he is of service, but he wants to ramp it up a bit, and he doesn't really quite know what to do. So I'm offering to come on with me, my buddy, and do this for people, and to help them. But it's more, it's a lot of it has to do with helping yourself to get out there more. There's no doubt, Fritz, that you're well respected in the spiritual community already. It's because everybody can feel your heart. Everybody knows that who you are and what kind of work you've done. But I really do feel like you want to get out there and do more of it. And every card that I'm getting here, this is Archangel Preminelik, Fritz. He says, be conscientious, cooperate with others for the highest good. Okay? Every single card, Fritz. Your native spirit card is Grandfather Sky. Okay? And Grandfather Sky is saying, to deepen your connection with Grandfather Sky and bring an expansive energy into your life, stand outdoors with your arms reaching up to the sky. Once the fastest ways to bring joy and bounty into your life through gratitude. Allow thankfulness to surge through you up into the heavens. Okay. You're always an extremely grateful person. But the card meaning is that this is your time to reach for the sky. It's time for you to do something, Fritz. Your talent, your heart, your soul is, like C said, you don't have to do a thing. You could sit in your easy chair and you got nothing to prove to anybody. That's true. However, there is no doubt in all of these cards that you're being asked to step up. It's time. I think you know it. I think you've known this for years, but 2023. Listen, if you got any suggestions, buddy, you and I have talked about opening up an office. We've had, with Kathy, we've had things we've discussed, but I see that coming on the internet and possibly doing this with me, C, or you know what? I don't want to speak for C, but I know that there are many that would be happy to team up with you. I certainly would be honored. Okay. But it's time for you to step up, Fritz. If there is anything coming up, okay, a positive mindset. They're saying a positive mindset. So what that's telling me is what stands in the way of a positive mindset. What can stand in the way of a positive mindset is things like they may not think I'm good enough. They may not think I'm authentic. They may not think I have anything to offer. Okay? That would be the kind of garbage that I come up with, Fritz, and I'm not projecting that on you, but if any of that resonates for you, I have to work through that because of my old beliefs. Look where I came from, buddy. In my background, and I do this because I know I want to help people, and I gotta believe that something that comes through me from spirit is helping somebody in some way, whether I feel it's greatly significant or not. I gotta trust that. Okay. And I'm thankful for people like C and you and the people around me that support me in that. Okay. They tell me, no, John, you know what? If I had to rely on my own feelings, I don't think I'd be doing this. I lean on my friends to help support me in all of this. And this is what I'd like to do for you. And this is what I'm getting from your guides, buddy, is we got to step it up. Got to do something. You tell me anytime that you feel like you might want to come on and do a live, you want to do a private class. I'll do anything that perhaps maybe you feel comfortable with, or something you'd like to start doing where you feel like your strengths are or whatever. Okay, I get this strong sense that Mike and I are both old Catholic boys, and we've often discussed how we're able to, how would you say, translate and translate what the church or the Christian faith was trying to put across, but we recognize some of the ways where we feel like that might not work so well with the fear factor and all of that. But we are traditional in our belief of Jesus, the saints, the Holy Mother, and Fritz. That is okay.
Yeah.
You can certainly use those guides.
Absolutely.
Like I do. Okay. You know the truth of love is what they're saying. You know the truth of love and what it was meant, how it was meant to be expressed. You have never spoken from translating anything from the Christian faith from a place of fear. You've always you were always able to transmute it in a way that people would understand it better. Okay, so it doesn't matter who your audience is, Fritz. You're the truth. This is Jesus now. The truth will always set people free. It doesn't matter how it comes through. It could come through in the way of, there are some people that like to channel, galactics. Okay. There are some people that like to channel ascended masters. You channel whoever you want your way. Okay. You've have sat and ran me through exercises with Jesus and confirmed some of the stuff that I was feeling. You've been like a backbone for me. And now it's time for you. Your father keeps coming up on his toes and saying, step it up, step it up. Okay, you know what you're doing. And he's coming through with that strong energy the way he was in a very, his energy on the other side is still strong, but loving and reassuring you that he said you always knew what you were doing. Okay, you tend to doubt, you would tend to doubt yourself a bit all the time. I mean, we all do that, I believe. But look at where you are, Fritz. You have told me you've received everything that you ever wanted in your life. Now, what is yearning inside your heart that you want to take a step further? Okay. Step it up, and you know what? You'll be guided. You'll be guided as to where you might want to take this, or specialize, or just do straight up readings to help people. There will be, what they're telling me is there'll always be somebody for you, somebody that resonates with you, with your message. Okay. But you need to get out there and speak it. Okay. It's just not going to happen by lightning bolts, is what they're telling me. They're telling me we need to take action in the healing. And that's what they're giving me for you, buddy.
Awesome.
So
I just have to. I'm sorry.
No, please speak up. See,
I just wanted to say, because you channel with your eyes closed, right? But in the meantime,
yes.
Like Mike said, like not an hour, a little while ago, that he said, I've been thinking about doing a live, and that's exactly what you were talking about at that time, but I don't think you saw it. And then he's saying that there's truth in everything you're both saying, but there was one more. Oh, and then Wanda says, yes, I feel drawn to Mike. And then you were just saying there's people that are going to be drawn to you. So a little validation there.
Thank you. See, I do close my eyes because I feel comfortable doing it that way.
Sure.
And
yeah. I do that often. It's easy it's less distractions, I guess. That's kind of how I see it. But it's whatever we do.
So as far as the EFT for any of this, Fritz, is, as I'm saying, as C and I were channeling for you, what's coming up? I don't know if I'll be good enough. I don't know what I want to do. All of those are set them up, even though I feel like, I'm just giving an example, even though, I mean, me and Fritz will sit on the beach and we'll talk about this stuff, but this is how it would sound, even though I don't know where to start. I don't know if that's one of your things. I accept that that's true. It doesn't have to be elaborate. I'm open to some clarity. I know I can start somewhere. Whatever kind of acceptance feels right for you, buddy. Even though I'm afraid that I might not be a clear channel when I come on live. whatever, I'm giving you examples. Whatever comes up for you is what I'd like you to do in the way of acceptance. Do your acceptance phrases, Fritz. Bring up your belief, your fear, whatever's true in your heart, and say, I accept that that's true right now. And you know what? You're very, you got a strong traditional connection with Father God, Jesus, the saints, whoever you wish to connect with, Fritz, that you feel like will help you. Give it to them. Give it to them. And I ask that you bring clarity to this. Say it in a traditional way. See what we're doing tonight and what I see a lot of us doing can be daunting for a lot of people, where they feel like, oh, I don't really have any special guides, or they feel that, they might be feeling like they're not connected. And so they might, they might just give up. They might not take action because they're afraid. Let's be honest. They're afraid. They might not seem authentic. I have these same fears. I don't know, but I'm going with basically what's in my heart. And
Spirit will give me any support I need, Mike says.
What's that?
Mike says Spirit will give me any support I need.
I could tell you, Mike, Fritz, when you speak from the heart all the time, and you are all heart, and it's going to be that easy for you, okay? Because you have always come from the heart. You don't say anything that you feel isn't true. You challenge things that you don't prefer, is what I just heard. You challenge things in a gentle way that you prefer, but you always respect them. Okay? This has always been who you are, and always who you will be. And it's time for people to start seeing that.
Beautiful. Mike's giving you a thumbs up. Awesome.
Okay, and text me with the limiting beliefs, and I'll set up and I'll make phrases for you if you want, Fritz. That help. But I think you get it from hanging out with me enough.
Mike says, "Will do, my brother."
Oh my God! I
love the friendship you guys have.
Do I wish C lived near us? We would have some powwows in my living room, in my dining room.
That would be fun.
See, I would definitely have vegetarian selections for you. I swear.
Yay! Pineapple pizza?
I would, because I love vegetables. Grilled vegetables.
Yeah, love
right,
grilled vegetables.
Okay, soups, things like that.
Delish. I might have to visit New Jersey just to eat your delicious food.
Oh my God, see. All right, mozzarella. I know cheese is not one of your things, so we could do all vegetables. I could work with it. I make a mean soup, see.
Oh man, that sounds so good. Oh, well, this has been amazing. We have somebody next. We have Kathy waiting, so I don't want to. I'm sorry to rush. I know you guys are awesome, and Mike, you're amazing. And I send you Trance Healing, and your energy was just amazing. I felt spirit so closely, so powerful. You have an amazing spirit team. Yeah. So just really, definitely, Jesus was here for you. Mike says, "Thank you both so very much. Bless you both."
Thanks, Fritz.
Yeah, and let us know. Let me know. I mean, I know you know John, but I mean, I'd be happy to go live with you as well. So, and I definitely want to see you guys go live together too. I want to be watching that one. I'll be right there. So, thank you very much, Mike. All right. So,
all right, brother.
Please excuse me while I remove you from the live, and I'm gonna bring up Kathy.
Okay, see, who do we have? I'm sorry, sweetie.
Ancient Tools. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so excited. This is so beautiful.
What's Ancient Tools? Does she want to be
Kathy?
Kathy?
Yes. Kathy, would you like to come on camera with us? That's not Kathy. We're just, sorry about that, Wanda. Kathy, there she is. I know. She's awesome.
Is Kathy with a C?
Kathy with a K, I believe.
Kathy with a K?
Yes, definitely a K. Yeah, Kathy's a client of mine. I haven't seen her in a long time. For so many years. Wow. It's funny because sometimes I don't even realize how many years I've been doing this until I, reconnect with friends and clients. And I'm like, oh gosh, it's been a while. Like, Anyway, Kathy, would you like to come on? She goes, no camera for me. Thanks. Not looking as cute as Mike today. All right, my friend, you are next off camera. And let me grab my cards that I just dropped on the floor. One moment.
Okay, Kathy. Kathy with a K.
Kathy with a K.
We got you.
Grab some more water. Would you like to begin, John? And
yeah, go ahead. I'll tune in, see.
Thanks. Oh my God. My puppy is laying down with can I just show you real fast? Because it's the cutest thing. Hold on a second. Pardon the look at pause. Can you see him?
Pause.
Can you see him? Look at that boy right there. He's got his little it's kind of dark over there, but he's just got his little chest up in the air and the belly up, and he's such a good boy. Oh my God.
Such a good boy.
He is. Oh, now he's stretching because I was talking about him. All right, I'll be right back. Whoop.
Okay. Okay, Kat.
Such a good girl. Oh my God, I love you all. Wonderful colleagues.
Okay, Kat, first off, I don't want this one to get away because it's very important. You're being asked to release a lot of emotional pain, and the EFT that I talk about and that I do is something you might want to look into, Kat, because emotional pain lets us know we are stuck in old belief systems. So perhaps you got a lot of beliefs from childhood, and that's really where we create them. And they carry with us through our adolescence and then to our grown-up years. Kat, some of these beliefs that you got going on are you're creating from them, and they're not serving you very well. So you need a shift in awareness, a shift in consciousness, a shift in perception, because you unintentionally chose to believe these things from childhood that happened to you. Well, they actually happened for us, but that's hard for a child to digest because it's some painful stuff that you went through. But think about this, Kathy. It's the meaning that you gave to a lot of these things that happened to you in childhood that you're creating from. Okay? And that is where you can use the shift in some of your belief systems. And it's up to you to decide what those beliefs are. I'd love to have a chat with you someday to see if you'd like to know, if you see where some of your beliefs are. And while I'm tuned in, I'd like to hear some of them and say, perhaps we can look at that belief, see if it's limiting you. But I don't know exactly what's coming up for you now, Kat. If you're aware that these things you're creating from some of these limiting beliefs. Okay? And like I said, it's unintentional. It's all part of the human experience, and it's all part of the contrast. Through these experiences, that's where the darkness was created. But we know that on the other side of the darkness is the light. So there's something that needs to be illuminated there, kid. Okay, and what the other side of the card is, they're very deeply intertwined. Okay, how I like to explain energy, Kathy, is think about a big tumbleweed that is blowing in the wind down the prairie. As the tumbleweed goes down the prairie, it gathers up more debris. So when we have limiting beliefs that we create as children, and we don't shift those beliefs, the belief grows into other things, and it intertwines with a lot of other limiting beliefs, and we need to, how would you say, decontaminate, detune, decompress some of these beliefs and say, can you see how you looked at that? You looked at that as something disempowering, and that's something that you created from your own mind. Okay? So there is some work you're being called to do in the way of emotional healing. Okay, and it's all your emotions. See, I'm going to continue, but if you pulled one and you want to start.
Sure. I'm just letting everybody know that we are sold out for tonight. And it says Ancient Tools is next, but Kathy is Ancient Tools. Yeah, I pulled some cards for you, my dear. So, okay, let's see what we've got here. I was drawn to work with the Ask Angels deck and the Divine Dog Wisdom cards. So, first card I have for you, Kathy, is Reverence. Honor the sacred living prayer presence in nature. We have, this one really resonated. As soon as I picked it up for you, I'm like, oh, that's so Kathy. It says harmonize in the now. It's the imagery. You clearly have an ancient Egyptian connection, because I'm like, oh, that's just so her, without reading the words, just looking at the imagery for you. Harmonize in the now, sync with the rhythm and the wisdom of the universe. That could be a great song lyric. Sync with the rhythm and the wisdom of the universe. Harmonize in the now. Then we have heart awakening. Breathe into the heart. The heart knows inner illumination. This one reminds me of me with my hair up when I'm meditating. But you got the angels. We're going to put it all together in a moment, but first we're going to go through each one and what it is. And then we have listen, quiet the mental chatter, receptivity, inner voice guidance. Very powerful, very powerful. And sometimes the inner voice can be subtle. So you have to listen. That's you listening, leaning on a tree and listening. And the birds are speaking to you as well. But if you can listen, and if you can hear the tree talking to you, if you can hear the message from the tree, Kathy, you can hear the birds. And if you can hear the birds and communicate with them, you can hear the inner wisdom of spirit. You can hear everything. You definitely have the ability to do it. We've always known that. And the last card that I'm getting for you, because I'm getting ahead of myself there, the last card is belonging. Find your pack. I like that card. I like all the colors. And they're all very, very happy. So let's see what Spirit has to say about all this. Okay, so we're going to start back here where we were before, where they're really calling me. They're showing me, again, you spending more time out in nature and definitely connecting with the trees. This definitely, I see this as an actual thing that they're asking you to do, is to connect with the trees, to quiet your mind. and receive. Connect with your heart. You're going through a heart awakening at this time. 2023 for you is going to be a major heart awakening. And breathe into the heart. You know, the heart knows. You're going to connect your heart chakra with this tree, with the tree. And they're saying, illuminate your mind with inner wisdom. It comes from the divine, but it flows through you, not to you, which is interesting because it always feels like it flows to you, but it's actually flowing through you because you are all of it. And your guides are not just like, she goes, the top of my head is tingling. Oh, I love that. I love that. Your crown chakra is all activated. And look at this. This is a very powerful card for you as well. Again, ancient Egyptian connections. Harmonize in the now. Harmonize in the now. So again, while you're listening, while you're in your heart chakra, your heart center, while you're finding your path, because this is a big year for you. It really is. And it's going to be a big year globally, a lot of change and such. But for you specifically, you're going to be finding more people that you connect with, more souls. Oh, interesting. On both sides of the veil. On both sides of the veil. You feel like your team is wanting to grow. There's spirits on the other side that would like to work with you as well, but they're waiting for you to come into alignment, more fully and more presently with your heart chakra, with the now. And again, here's 2 cards already about talking about being in nature. So reverence, honor the sacred, living prayer, presence in nature, along with really, really focusing for you, Kathy, on connecting with the nature spirits, and really like letting go of all the, like what John was talking about. I have to paraphrase, but like, the stuff that you've carried around, the human stuff, the limiting beliefs and things like that. And to, he'll help you tap through whatever it is. But once you let that go, and I actually could feel, if you're drawn, inbox me, because I have a special for energetic cord removals, and it's been a while for you, and I feel that what I have for the new year, new you, would be great for you. But that aside, for now, I'm feeling that when you quiet, I don't say just, well, I did say just, but well, yeah, it's really that simple. When you quiet your mind, it's much easier in nature. But when you do that and you allow yourself that silence, then you will open yourself up to to the divine and all the beautiful energetic beings that want to work through you and work with you. So that's what I have for you right now. And thank you for allowing me to read for you, my dear. I will be sending you some trance healing and energy clearing while John is working his magic over there.
Yeah, I have a few more, see.
Oh, yeah, please.
Yeah, Kathy, look. All of this stuff, sensitive emotions, this is certainly a time where a lot of stuff is going to come up for us so that we can heal it. I would love to hear some of the things that you're telling yourself, sweetie, that may be limiting. Listen, here's what they're giving me. Remember who you are. Okay, you do this work. You teach others. You are the divine, Kath. The stories that you've created, and okay, you pull this card, the cherubim, too. Notice how the senior angel is holding 3 little cherubs there. This is all about the childhood trauma that you were referring to. Okay? The meanings we create out of these things that these things that happen to us as children. Okay? And then we go around with these skewed meanings. I mean, hey, look, it's all there to be transmuted. It's all in perfect divine order. But it's all going to come up for you now. Come up for you so that you can clear it. Okay, you'll learn how to shift the perspective. When you feel like you're less than in any way, here's what they're telling me. You got to understand, you know that's really not true. That's something that happened to you in the past that you might have believed, and that's what you're telling yourself. But you know the truth. The truth is, you're the divine. You can't do it wrong. You came here for this experience, Kathy. Okay? And so this other native spirit, you pull the peace pipe too, and that's certainly about you making peace with all of these things in the past. Okay? So I don't know exactly if you'd like to, a lot is resonating in your messages. Thank you. If there's anything that comes up specifically, and I could do a little demo on tapping, Kathy, I'd be happy to do that. Do you know where to start with this stuff? Would be a good question. Type in the message, Kat, if you can.
Spirit's so strong.
What did you feel, C?
Very, very powerful connection. Very resonant, vibrating energy. Spirits shaking up the what isness to allow it to be cleared. I feel like there was a lot of there still is some. I mean, we didn't do everything, but I feel there's a lot of stuck energy, a lot of things that haven't been moving for a while. I guess it's a lot of those childhood things that you were probably getting into. And that's what I'm feeling, that they're shaking up the energy, and they're showing me like it looks like cubes, not cubes, like, I don't know, like squares that are kind of like, I wish I could draw to show you this. But anyway, it's like shingles on a roof. Like shingles on a roof, and they're like falling off, and they're loosening, spirits loosening them with the vibrating energy, and so a lot of them are falling off. Kathy's saying it's surfacing as you're speaking about it. First is everything has to be hard.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Everything has to be hard for me. Okay, Kat, that's we can really, even though I've been feeling that everything has to be hard for me.
I've been feeling that everything has to be hard for me.
I know that comes somewhere out of my past.
I know that comes from somewhere out of my past.
I feel it to be true.
I feel it to be true.
And I'm willing to show myself some compassion. And I'd like to heal that back to wherever I created.
I'd like to heal that back to wherever I created it. Nice.
Okay. Now, think about your childhood, Kath, and
good one.
You'll notice that it wasn't always easy for you. It has to be hard for you. Things just don't happen easy for you. Okay? And that's how you feel. That's a belief you adopted. And as far as universal energy goes, I'm saying, okay, if that's what you choose to believe, we're just going to give you more of that. You know what? The simple truth is you have the power, and you just did. You shifted it because you accepted it, and you healed it back to wherever you created it. That's how powerful you are. You understand that as a little child, it didn't go very easy for you, and so you've adopted this belief that everything I do has to be hard, okay? So if you could understand the little child calling out there and saying, you know what? But once in my life, I'd like things to flow easier for me. And it's like, the universe is like, okay, your wish is my command. But understand that you created it back then unwillingly, not knowing that you did that because of your experiences. Your experiences showed you or taught you that everything has to be hard. Okay? But from moving forward, I choose for things to flow easily for me. Okay? I'm done with that belief. I understand it now. Okay? I understand where I might have created that, but I am so done with that, Spirit. I'm done with it, God. Whoever you like to talk to, Kat, whoever you like to connect with. Okay? Your energy about understanding that has now shifted. Okay? And so start noticing, and by way of connecting with energy, with nature more, the way C had suggested in her reading, that things will start to look for the signs that it will flow easier for you. Okay? If anything else comes up from your childhood, that belief was what they're calling a pattern of attraction throughout your life. But the beautiful thing is, Kathy, you recognized it and you saw it. Things always have to be hard for me. That's a major whopper you just cleared there, kid. So notice these little patterns that come up for you. Things have to be hard for me. Things don't happen easy for me. Okay, even though things don't happen easy for me, I accept that that's true. I give that to you, Spirit. I'd like to shift that. I'm done with that. Okay? Speak your truth and accept what you're feeling and keep knocking these beliefs out one at a time with a little EFT, acceptance. Accept that you're feeling and give it to Spirit to transmute the energy. And you're done with it. But the understanding, the cherub that's cradling the little angels is trying to say, connect with your inner child more and have a conversation with that little inner child and say, look, I'm the older you. I understand what you went through. Nobody understands like I do what you've been through. I'm here for you. I love you. I will take care of you. You are your best resource on healing the inner child, Kathy, because no one understands except you and Spirit what you've gone through in your life. So start giving yourself more of that compassion that you so rightfully deserve, sweetie. Okay? A lot of these things you came here, they were some tough lessons. But they're telling me you're a badass. You've been a badass your whole life. And with this newfound understanding, you can really light it up. Okay? Tell me what Ancient Tools is about. You know, see?
I'll let her explain that to you. Oh, Kathy says, thank you both so very much for your help. Incredibly happy that I joined today.
Love your glasses, Kathy.
I know, right? She goes, haha, they're telling on me. I know, right? Spirit tells our stuff. They know us. We can't hide our truth.
They know us. Oh boy, I'm feeling so freaking warm. This is all lit up.
I love that.
Okay, see, kid.
This has been amazing.
Hey, 10:17. Boy, time fly.
Oh my gosh, I know. It was like a minute ago.
It was like a minute ago that we came on, right?
Pretty much. It was, well, we did start a little bit later.
Yes, because of all the Gatorade going on.
Right. But still, it's a long live. It's been beautiful. And I just want to thank you so much for
just to
doing
see
this with me today, for co-creating
Thank you, C. Sister C, I had such a good time. Thank you, honey. You look lovely, too.
Oh, thanks, John. You too. And I had a great time, too. Love
Get a
you,
good
and I love
rest.
all of you.
Get a good rest. I'll see you down the road, kiddo.
All right. Have a wonderful night.